Alright guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you a lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. So as you saw by the title, Liam Bailey returns and the Jamaica Reggae Boyz Rasta drops. So this is what we're going to try and cover over 2 hour period, and throughout that we will try to get you updates as to what's going on in and around our footballing circle that we kind of cover. All right, so Steve Mcclaren statements throughout the press conference, inclusions there, and going through the entire squad to break down a few things, and then maybe finished off the stream to look at what they can actually do or what should be expected versus Cuba and Honduras. All right, so that's my conversation that I'm having today. All right, we saw that we have Zay already here. This is a little bit early, I know, guys, but this is the only period I do get to cover it, because Arsenal game starts 1:30, and after the Arsenal game starts, it's just all football after that. And you know me, I want to sit down and watch the football them so I can break them down. Some of the games I do watch has nothing to do with the things that I've covered on YouTube, but it still let me learn a lot of things, so I like to watch them. So hope you understand that, because I know a lot of you guys called me and said that I am doing the videos too early. It looks like I'm trying to not get people on the stream, and I'm saying no. If you respect the content, you will always return for the content. So that is no excuse. Or you just want to get engaged in the chat, well, tell you what, I'm very sorry. We will get back to that point. All right, it is Saturday and it's football time, so you should have been getting up early regardless of me doing streams. All right, Zay, bless of yourself. Thanks for being here. Let me set this poll up so we can start the conversation. How are you guys feeling as it relates to the actual squad? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Then we have Derek G in the building. Big up Derek G. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Then we have Alex in the house. Massive respect. David J in the building. Big up. Thanks everyone that's passing through. Massive respect for the continuous support. All right? Yeah, man. So let me just run through the squad here. So yesterday, because Jamaica has a Concacaf Nations League sets of games coming up, which is Cuba first and Honduras second, they had to name a squad. All right, so the squad is as follow: Andre Blake, Connor Boyce Clark, and Jamali Waite. 3 goalkeepers. I'm going to break them down when I'm finished named it. I'm just naming them. Then I will go through all of the players them so you know what they're doing and what form they're in. And then we go to the conversation of the actual coach. Dexter Lembekisa, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Amari Bell, Joel Latibodier, Ethan Pinnock. Then we go to the midfield: KC Palmer, Karai Anderson, Bobby Reed, John Russell, Adrian Reed for midfielders. Forwards: Shamar Nicholson, Norman Campbell, someone that they asked for yesterday. We are going to go through that as well. Mikel Antonio, Damari Gray, Kaheim Dixon, and Leon Bala Bailey. All right, so those are the individuals that was included in the actual roster. All right, so let me start by the goalkeepers. All right, so we have on our screen, as you could see right here, big up yourself, Leroy Bailey. Massive respect, Lee Grand Rising. All right, and we have Vinny Congo. Once Vinny Congo is here, we know that the stream starts. It could have been 4 o'clock you guys time. You guys check it in. All right, so anyways, let me start with what's up. All right, so we have Andre Blake, obviously. I do big up yourself, DNA. Massive respect, DNA. Yeah, man. Thanks for the continuous support. So as you saw, Andre Blake is back. Last season he had some problems, some injury issues. He had to get surgery. So, and he missed Miss Jamaica tournament in general. That's the Copa America. All right. So, and before he had problems, yeah, but now it looks like he's getting a lot of games in. Some of the games them not the best, and some of the games them are actually is best. You know him. He will pull out some ridiculous games. As you could see by the numbers there, anywhere you saw the 8 and those things, you know that he was super in those games. Alright? Yes. But I thought that he's having an okay season. Not the best. He's having an okay season back, but he's available, and if you have talent like that, you can always dig for it because you know how to get there. And that's why I've always pressured people to say that learn to do something so you can repeat the process. Well, he's one of the best in Concacaf, and I have no problem with him in my team. So Andre Blake deserves to be there, and I think he's going to be my starter regardless of what others doing. All right, so he's going back in that position, and he is the captain for me. So that's Andre Blake, guys. So the next other guys are Waite, Jamali Waite. All right, Jamali Waite gets called back again. All right, what you guys make of Jamal Waite's last performance? Let me know. And if you're okay with it. All right, for me, I think that's the reason why I can jump to say that I would stay with Blake. I think Jamal Waite exposed certain deficiencies that he had that we never saw before, or we saw it before but we never read into it too much. We had always given him respect to the swift coming out of his box, but it looks like sometimes his reading can cause problems here and there. All right, and that itself can give up big chances. And I thought that in the last 2 games that he played, he gave up 3 big chances that should have led to goal. All 3 of them should have led to goal. But one was the empty net. The player failed to put it in it, and then the next one, the player puts it in it. Yeah, he puts it in it the second try. And against Dominic Damrep, that one was not capitalized on. I thought he'd get a slight injury as well. You understand me? So he could cause himself some problems here and there. And I thought that because of those little deficiencies, I think I have to go back with Blake as the starter, people. But obviously, he's a young player. He still can kick himself up and rise to the occasion. All right? Yes. All right. So Lee said, yes, his judgment is a little shaky. Yeah, man, that was exposed in the last window. All right, so definitely based on that, I'm not talking about the Copa America now. I am talking about the World Cup qualifiers. All right, so that it shows up from the World Cup qualifiers, and obviously in the Copa America it would have extended because obviously they are higher caliber teams, you know. But it shows that even at the lower level, he has that problem. So that's something that I'm going to look out for. To see, but based on what I'm seeing from Blake, I would say that Blake takes the nod. But Waite, I have no problem with Waite being in there, being in there. All right, in there, I would put it at this point because the next player that I'm going to talk about, which is Boyce Clark, he's making the bench more consistent. All right, and he's actually playing. He's getting minutes. He's getting minutes at Reading, as you could see right here. Not all the games. You will see some of the games he's on the bench. As you could see here, against Wigan, he was on the bench. Against Wrexham, he was on the bench as well. But he played against West Ham U21, and he played against Colchester, as you saw right there. Obviously, they lost on penalty shootout, but he still gets some minutes. All right, Chef Chrome says Blake is our brick wall. All right, but we still have to give everyone their credit. All right, they're a part of the team. I have to break it down because that's how some people know what's going on with the player. They rely on me to come and give them information. So Waite makes it. But I think Boyce Clark is inching closer and closer to his spot. All right, let me know if you think that. All right, Boyce Clark, I think he's inching closer and closer to his spot. All right, to his spot. And if he makes some more errors, which we are not open for that, I think that could slip Boys Clark in, and maybe he will showcase what he actually can do. Alright, yes. So based on what I saw from Boys Clark, he was always, his judgment is good, his size is good, and his overall, or he commands the box for his size. So he's like a hybrid between both of the keepers that we have now, which is the Andre Blake, because Andre Blake have the size and Weight doesn't have the size, but he has the agility as Weight, and still has the leaping saves as Andre Blake. So I think that you will have Mr. Boys Clark peaking for some stealing up a second position soon, but I still think Blake will have the first position, but Boys Clark will be rapidly running down the second position. More game time, and I think it will be his very soon. Alright, bless yourself. Thanks for being here. Alright, Kada Bailey. Oh my God. Alright, Rockford, bless yourself. Thanks for being here. Umzo in the house, and then we have Father Warren. Once Warren check in, you know that the video goes global. So those are our 3 goalkeepers. I still believe that they are 3 good goalkeepers. Yes, they are 3 good goalkeepers. So we are done. I have no problem with the goalkeeping pool. None at all. Maybe you could say 1 player you might consider in it, but I am not going to beat nothing so hard over that. Alright, so let me go in. Alright, let me take a few comments and then we go straight in. But guys, please do hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts right after. If you're rewatching the video, because this is early. We are breaking down every player, so we don't have to do it again. Alright, yes. Good morning, in the know. How are you doing? Massive respect. JD, is it possible for you to do a video on Cuba? Yes. We are going to do that. It's going to be on the Wemaxit channel. I am about to start back my quest because Ladies World Cup starts today, U20. So I'm going to start on that, and I'm going to be putting out a lot of content. So I will have shorter contents over there as well. Don't worry yourself, big boss. All right. Dean Fraser, big up yourself. Chrome says Pamana, what? I don't even know what you're talking about there. JD, we should be looking at True Grant and Boys Clark with Blake going forward. Well, I only true they name 3. I am not going to beat nothing. I have no beating to hand it out over the goalkeeping pool. That's all I'm saying. All right. So let me slide over to the defense line now. Ethan Pinnock. I heard Cranky talking about Ethan Pinnock getting slow and making sure that he pointed out my name, because I don't know why me and Ethan Pinnock seems like we are something, you know. I have just seen the player. My job is to come and assess players, and clearly I have done a good job, because maybe because of me, people know about some of the players them to really target. Alright, so that's all I did for Ethan Pinnock. Alright, so Sir Ballhead Cranky, alright, stop. So Ethan Pinnock, not the best start. As you know, he's a model, professional. Yes, sometimes bring the envy of a lot of others. Yes, so it's not the best start for him and Brentford. But tell you what, they have 3 points out of 6. Alright, yes, and obviously Liverpool, you can't say you're going to go into games winning nothing against Liverpool. Alright, so we can't be that delusional. So I think it might just be the best start they got. Alright, out of the possible 6. Okay, yes, Ethan Pinnock, he's still himself of being in the right position, link up plays, range of passing, last ditch tackles. Maybe that will work on, because obviously it's a new season, so people rusty. Alright, you guys use that excuse for other people, so why is it you're making it to say that's his downfall? Oh my God, I'm sorry about people. Alright, check. Big up yourself, massive respect. You're telling me where you are. You're at Panama, okay? And Lee said he's in New York. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna deal with whatever the coach says later. Let me just stick on the players then for a little bit more. Yes. So that's Ethan Pinnock. Ethan Pinnock makes the nod, because I still believe that he's one of the best performing player. in the defensive pool, regardless of how we make it seem. All right, Cranky and his people, them, yes. All right, so that's Ethan Pinnock, 1. Let me go back to the list right here to make sure. Oh God, let me just go to the guys that we're not going to have any problem with. Deshaun Bernard. So Deshaun Bernard on the list as well. Deshaun Bernard on the list as well. So let me get the list of Deshaun Bernard. Let me get the list of Bernard. So Bernard on the list, Deshaun Bernard. Alright, let me. Alright, so Deshaun Bernard, as you guys see, Deshaun Bernard is one of our young, talented sets of players, yes. A talented bunch. Obviously, he had a bad game, or his entire team had a bad game. Let me put it at that. His entire team had a bad game. It was against Sunderland, the 4-0 defeat right there. But aside from that, I think he's the second best informed player. And based off that, I don't have to go into much thing. Deshaun Bernard deserved to make the team. Yes. Alright, so based on form, he's the second best running player coming in. Alright. So I am okay with that. I am okay with that at the moment. 1 second. Alright. Let me know if you guys are okay with it as well while we go through it. Alright. Then we have Dexter Lembekisa. Dexter Lembekisa was one of the ones that I have to start ask question about. Alright, Dexter, he was brought back to Wolves. Don't know if it's based on conversation had before why they have chosen that. Alright, and they want to move him straight into the Wolves team. Don't know if that's the case. Alright, I would love for him to go back out on a loan though. So as you could see, he played. The last game he played was in a loss to Arsenal U21. Yes, Wolves 21. So he's still at Wolves. I will check to see if I get any update on him. But I would love to see something more from Mr. Dexter Lembekisa. But he's going to make the list based off him just staying active and based off who is selected. Alright, if you had a better list, maybe you could question if he should have made it at this point. Alright, yes, because you have to be honest, because if you're gonna open the conversation should be opened to everybody. Alright, yes, so that is Dexter Lembekisa. Let me know what you guys say on Dexter Lembekisa, but he's not playing high level football aside from the U21s at the moment. Alright, obviously he does train with the main team as well. Yeah, so we don't know how it's going to translate over time. All right. Let me go into Omari Bell. Omari Bell. Omari Bell. Not the Luton never had the best start, to be honest, but they started to pull off some better displays. All right, some better displays. The results not going their way, as you could see right here. All right, even this one that we're leading in, which is the QPR, they still ended up losing that one. All right, yes, Omari Bell still look like he's trying to get to his best. All right, he's trying to get to his best because he's coming back from injury. All right, which is sad, because everybody that we are listing right here either have no game time or they're coming back from injury so far. All right, Ethan Pinnock, some game time. The season just started. Deshaun Bernard coming back from injury, some game time as well. Lembekisa limited game time. Omari Bell coming back from injury with some game time. Andre Blake coming back from injury with enough game time as well. All right, out of all the players that we have listed, 7, and we talk about 5 players with game time or injury problem. Let me know how much of a factor that will be. All right, then let me move on. Now we have Greg Lee. Greg Lee, Greg Lee is limited game time as well. Yes, limited game time. As you know, they moved up to the championship, and at the back end he was not favorable. He was not the favorable choice. And I still believe that they had continued on that feat at that point. All right. As you saw here, he's getting some minutes, but not majority of them. He's not the starter. All right. Clearly, he's not the favorite at this point. Yeah. All right. Maybe in the cup competitions, you're gonna see him get much more time in game time in the cup competitions. But in the main games in the championship, it looks like they are going for limited minutes for him. But hopefully he catch a form and push himself back into the main team. All right, yes. But for a while now, he has been on the sidebar, to be honest, because we have watched all of those games from the back end of last season. All right, so that's our next situation again. So we keep on naming players and we keep on having the similar issue yet again. All right, so we have Lee. So the defense is good. All right, all right. So do you have any problem with me trying to tell you that majority of these players they're not getting the minutes that you would have been happy about? Let me know. Chris, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Is Bell fully fit, JD? He's still trying to get to that level. He's fully fit to get the touch to the field, but I don't think the fitness that he would be happy with to go through an entire season is at that level. I don't think so. And I think majority of the other players aren't as well. So they have to fight to put themselves in that position. You know, but he's coming back from injury. All right, so now we are going to go to more of the other guys them. So Joel Latibodier, also on the list. He's getting much more game time. Yes, much more game time than Greg Lee, as you saw here, and some of the results them going better at his club as well. So Latibodier comes in with his versatility and also form. All right, he would be dubbed as one of the better form players. All right, and also when you looked at the level that he can go, he's one of the highest level players. So I have no problem with Lati in the squad there. All right, so Michael Hector now. Michael Hector is one of the players then that we're going to talk a little bit on, because what we saw from Hector the last time, he was not getting any game. He still came in and became the best player on Jamaica team. So you think that he can translate you think he can put it over the same guys? Michael Hector at this point, he doesn't have a club. He's a free agent, and obviously maybe these competitions can boost his overall. I was surprised on this player because Sheffield wanted him. So I don't know what happened, what went wrong in the pipeline for them not to take him. All right, yes, but Michael Hector is the next player that doesn't have any minutes on the actual roster. All right, so majority of our roster is no minutes to limited minutes. All right, yes, so far, and we have gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 players, 10 out of the 23. All right, Lee says no problem. All right, I think that's going to that's going to have an effect on the players. I honestly believe that maybe the tempo that they want to go up to, they might can't go up to it because they are not in the full fitness level that they would have wanted. All right, I think it's going to be a problem. JD, is it safe to say that Jamaica not going to no World Cup? I don't think it's safe to say that, but we can keep on watching. You know? Yes, we can keep on watching. Every time Father Warren, nothing makes sense when it comes to Jamaica football. Ravel Morrison and others should be in the squad too. And that based on what we're seeing now, I think people could call that conversation in due to the fact that we don't have much players playing. All right, and we keep adding players and we keep having the similar problem. All right, so we have Richard King Richard King, Cavaliers. Alright, so Cavaliers had a 22-year-old Richard King Cavaliers. Based off his form, based off everything that we're doing, I can see why they pick him for the team. Alright? I can see why. But if you're gonna hold a high, if the coach had come in and hold a high standard and say that he's gonna go for this, maybe I could see why people say that he should make the team. I can understand. But based off, if you're gonna put Dix in the team, Reed in the team, not speaking before, ahead of time. But I'm saying based off that, I think that it's okay for him to go in it because he's having a solid season so far. Alright, him and his team having a solid season. As I saw it, they had defeated Mount Pleasant and they had defeated Police just a while ago. And I thought that he was one of the solid players them on the field. But I could take Wizarding and those guys above him just the same. But maybe them just trying to, according to what they said, the coach said, they are trying to go with continuity, But the continuity that I know, that I remembered, Wizarding was in the last squad. So I can't understand continuity, but yet still you're not continuing with the continuity. So I think that's going to be the theme of the show, that you're saying something, but you're not doing it, But I have no problem. I think that King is the actual best performer out of all the local players that's directly connected to the JPL added. So if anybody should be called, I would have to say it has to be King. Would you guys agree on that? I think I agree that King I would pick out of anybody else. No Adrian Reed, I would pick King above him. So based off that, I have not so much problem. Alright? Oh God. Alright, so we have the big boss here now. We have the big boss. Damian Superman Low. Alright, Damian Superman Low moved to the Middle East, 31-year-old at this point, and he made the bench already, did not get any game time, and he was struggling for game time in the MLS as well. I think that had a lot to do with why he moved. Alright, why he moved. Alright, so based on him making the bench, and the fact that he's getting more game time than the rest, and he is still better than the majority of the players in the MLS, in the JPL, I would say Low deserve to get called up based on the metrics that we are using, the metrics that we are trying to figure out if it makes sense. Alright, Ravel haven't played in a year. Stop it, people. Alright, yeah, I would call Ravel too. Alright. Why so much defenders? We have always got so much defenders because that's what we always did over the last 6 years. No, and over the last 10 years of football. Then we had a spell with Schaefer's, in which we were much more on the front foot a little, and then before that we were on the back foot again. So the last 10 years of football, that's how we play football. So we are going to always have defenders if you want to defend. I think if you want to defend and bring forwards, you're not going to win games. So I would say that, alright? Wes played as well, JD. That's why I said, as it relates to the continuity conversation, I can't buy into it because he was there, Yes. Right. Your HH for Low to be studied, JD. I don't like it. You're saying that I'm a Kendrick Lamar type of person? Oh my God. But I did not say anything bad. I said Low deserved to be on it because he's better than JPL players and he's getting more minutes than majority of the players on the list of local players, of players in general. So he should be on it. I think you should respect me for me to be giving him that amount of credit. Alright? He didn't fit the Philly system. Give him time to get fit in Saudi. JD, was Omari Hutchinson called up for Jamaica and he turned it down? I don't think they called him up. I don't think they called him up because the coach... let me... Mullins, I will answer that in the next part. Let me just go through and give every player their credit. Alright? I want to respect them. And we are following a module. So let me just go through it. We will get to that point because it's 2 hours the show will be running. 2 hours. So we will get to it. Don't worry. Alright? Just please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. So Damian Lowe deserve to make it. Let me know if you guys agree based on the mathematics that's going on here. Alright, let me move on to the midfield now. So the midfield time. Midfield time. And guys, remember, we still have games playing this weekend. So things can change. Players on this list can still be injured and don't turn up. Alright, so the list can actually get altered via injuries and stuff because a lot of people still playing games. Alright, you have Ethan Pinnock and all of those guys still have games to play before they come in. Alright, Liam Bailey. So the squad, yes, this is the final squad, but it can get depleted. And you get more people on the list. More local players on the list. Or even more MLS, USL players. You understand me? Because it's football, injury can happen. Alright, yes. So, hope you say a prayer so all of them can come off fit. Yeah, but this is the list if everyone stays fit. Alright, if everyone stays fit. It's not, you might have 1 and 2 people drop off the list as always, and it has nothing to do with nobody picked them. They were selected but because of injuries on the final day. Alright, so let me move to the midfield now. The midfield, Kaheim Anderson. Kaheim Anderson. Based on the same metrics that we're using so far, I think Kaheim Anderson easy well go into it. A 19-year-old at Charlton, just like Kaheim Dixon, but he is one of the main players for Charlton. Alright? Yes, Warren, that's why I have to make sure people know. We have to stick to the facts. You know, before the sensationalism comes in. Because remember, that's what we do. Just not find no information and just say a bag of things, you know. So I have to make sure I put that in, because you might hear me out here reporting on list and then the players them don't turn up and then they say that I was falsely reported on the list. Alright? Low aka Bulldog is essential to the team. Lee, I don't believe nothing like that. I've no essential to the team. But we are going to debate that later. Alright. So Anderson played a few games. As you saw, he made the bench for one, but he played majority of the games so far for Charlton. And based off our metrics, I think that he's one of the first players not should be on the list, but also on the field. So Kaheim Anderson, 19-year-old, I think his time is definitely coming due to what we're seeing in the selection. Alright, I don't want them to be choosing defenders over him anymore, because he keeps proving that he might just be better than the defenders in midfield, which shouldn't take a rocket scientist to figure out. Alright, so Kaheim Anderson, John Russell comes in. So John Russell comes in. I've always called for him. He's just 23 years old. Very big player in size. As you saw, 193 centimeter right there. Very big player. Alright, yes. As you saw, he featured in all of the games, but he never started in all of the games. So we will see how his performances progress, and then I can give a much more accuracy as to where I think he truly fits. But based off, we don't have much people available. I think he makes a team based off him just being active, and also has the skill set that a lot of people don't see, because I've heard over the years that he's too slow and all of those things. And I'm saying Busquets is slow. We never produced a football player not even 5% as good as Busquets them. So I don't understand. Rodri is not fast. So what fast has to do with defensive central? Ethan Pinnock is not fast, but he's not slow either. What are we losing our minds to be connecting big, fast, and strong to everything? You ever get that feeling? Because that was one of the reasons what that came out, saying that was one of the reasons why they weren't impressed with him. You know, because they couldn't say that he never scored. He scored just like Whisper them scored. You know, he never got the same hype as Whisper them. but he scored just the same in the Gold Cup that he featured in. And I thought that the player is a good passer, a good reader of the game, a positioner of the game. You just need to have the right system. All right, right system and attitude. I think this player will flourish and really teach us how much we truly know about football. I think the success of this player in the national team will show us how much we truly know about football. All right. And I just want to see him really roll some leather there in Concacaf to expose what we are truly doing. Big up yourself, Bestas. Massive respect. All right, Algrim's Harden. Oh my God! All right, so I fully put him in. Think he deserves it. Yes, 100% based on what's up on the list so far. All right, so we have Bobby Reed, JD, just checking in. You're waiting on the live from yesterday. Thank you, thank you. But you know our thing, man. We want to make sure we can get all of the sensationalism out the way and we can reason it out, just checking in. And LB said, come on, man, are you really saying local players are not even 5% of foreign players? People, have you heard me said something like that? Let me hear if people really listen to me when I do speak. Because it looks like I don't speak Jamaican language, Because for some reason, why people always misinterpret me? My God, I was simple. Busquets is one of the best footballers to ever grace football. If you want to learn about football, LB, let me advise you about football. I said we never created a player 5% as good as Busquets. That's what I've said. Busquets, you know who is Busquets? So let me not argue with you. So if you want to, just go in a group and sell a cocoa juice. That is the best option for you. Because in a look like you can understand the words coming out of my mouth. Alright? Good God, man. Oh my Lord. Good morning, Ernest. How you doing, man? Massive respect. Oh God. It doesn't matter how nice I am. I have been talking about all the local players, give them all the credit. But once I do say something, anything of reality check. Busquets, one of the most revolutionary DMs ever to play football. Ever to play football. I should not talk like that. Alright? My goodness. Alright, so anyways. Alright. Yeah, man, big up everyone that's coming in. Except LB. Because he needs to learn to listen on this program. Listen well. Alright, you have one man. LB, don't let me put you in the category of that one man. We can't comprehend nothing what I say. All him do is just watch my video in the shadows and go on every channel and chat me. Every channel. And say things that I've not said. Alright, so LB, go back in your bed, wake up and return. Alright, yes, and then have the conversation. Yes, and let me move on. Let me move on. KC Palmer. As you saw there, he's now presently at Hull City. So he moves from Coventry. I will check to see what's up with that move, what really took place. Because I thought that he was good whenever he got game time or whenever he stays fit, because he always seems to have that injury problem. Alright, yes. So he's at Hull at this point, and he was playing good start. And KC Palmer, based on all criterias, 100%, he makes the team. Not even a question. Alright? Yes. Palmer just walk in the team based on how we selecting everyone else. Alright? Yes. So let me move on now from Palmer. Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed makes the team. No problem whatsoever. Bobby Reed is one of our best performers. Period. Alright? Went to Leicester. Leicester from Fulham. And he's doing exactly what Bobby Reed does. Alright now, so now we have the first controversial add-on right here. And I think that people say this the continuity. So Adrian Reid of Cavalier was added to this squad, and it was a big talking point. that he was so bad in the U20s. That's what they had said. People said, all right. People said, all right. So they can't understand why he would have gotten a call. Like, why are, or what are we rewarding people for? Then we heard that he played good against Police. I watched the game. I watched the game against Police. He was okay. All right. Thomas said, JD, who you think can take the role from Blake when he finally gives it up? We are not sure as yet, you know, but we will say that at this point, Boris Clark will be the one we're waiting on. Blessings, JD. Wasn't it yesterday someone on the live panel asked for Norman Campbell? Yes. We said it through that. And we said that we think that Cephas' position would be the position that I think if any consideration would have made, they would have used. All right? Yes. And it looks like that is exactly the rationale behind it. All right? Yes. Let me pull up the Arsenal game. I'm just having an eyeball on it, people. I am not just watching Arsenal because I'm bad-minding Arsenal. All right? Yes. I know you guys always be talking all of those stuffs. I'm just watching football while we go, you know, and Brighton is a good team. Yeah, Brighton is a good team. So I would love to see what Brighton can pull off against the big bad Gunners, you know. Yeah, they have made some good signings, you know. Nah, like JD, when me see that, me say, yo, the coach will say call it. Yeah, you see, that's what I say. Me tell the coach at the stock, don't listen to people, because we tend to know everything and we are aggressive. So if you're born Jamaican, you should know that that's our style of approach. At least majority, not everyone, because I have also born in Jamaica. So yeah, and maybe I've improved before. You could say the same about me, but maybe now I've changed, you know. So the coach might come back and say, "See me, they tell you," but we had agreed with him. You know. But anyways, that we continue. So Adrian Reed, as what I said, he played. So he played a game for the Cavaliers team. 2 games to be exact. 2 games. No, 1 game they registered for him. 1 game they registered for him. 1. Brian Burt, big of yourself. Thanks for being here. I am watching the Arsenal game, you know, people. Don't worry, I'm watching it because I prepared my 2 hours to say that I am going to watch the Arsenal game online as well. Yes, so don't worry yourself. I will be watching. Ooh, over the top. What a poor pass. Saka almost scored. Okay, I'm watching it. You guys don't have to try shock follow me. Alright? So, what you guys say about the inclusion of Adrian Reed? You think that is deserved? Because yesterday BAM Sports came in and said that he did play well and the coach saw it and everything. For me, I am not believing in the BS. I don't think it's deserved. I don't think so. Alright, I don't think so. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would have actually gone for my boy from Mount Pleasant, and also no, it's not an Arsenal stream, but we are watching and we can talk about it, you know. Yes. Randy, big yourself, massive respect. Alright. So for me, I don't think it's deserved. I don't think so. I think you have several other players that you could have picked, you know, both overseas and locally. And they have good age on their side as well. You know, I just believe that he went to that game. Him and Mr. Spade had a good conversation, and he likes what they are doing. And Mr. Spade and what they are doing now tied into what he wants to do, based on what I heard from him in the press conference. So if the people are tied into what you want to do, and Adrian Reed is a part of the system that you want to try tweak yourself around, I could see why you actually pick him. But being deserved, I would say it's not deserved. I've watched the game, and I think it's cocoa juice. People saying that, oh, because what he saw in the 1 game. No. They were playing Police. They played Police the last time as well. Police was not good last year, and they are not good this year. I think the coach got direct information from the people in there with us forcing him information, and I want to tell Pastor that he was correct. he accept those information to say that's facts. It is facts, but you have a next side to it. Notice both of the teams them that you're giving the plaudits to, they are playing in the lower tier of what they should be successful in. So Cavaliers playing in Caribbean side of the conversation. They can move later in CONCACAF. That's when, if they are doing something in that now, you should have evaluated them on that level. But you're giving them the credit for CONCACAF level, just like what he's giving the U14 as well, the credit for CONCACAF level. Not knowing that even the best team from U14, which is 80, was not even there as well. So take out them and take out everybody else from CONCACAF. I think the coach was over the top with his praise. You know, you can give people the praise for them to get the job done. But I think what he's trying to connect the praise on, I am not 100% certain if that's going to be a success. And I think a lot of people share the same belief as me, because it is the obvious statement to make right after what he had said. JD, big up every time. I watch if me no catch it live, watch it back. Massive respect, man. Alright, yeah man, we're good, man, we're good. It's clear they're trying to sell Adrian Reed overseas and forcing him. I looked at it a little bit different. I tried to go from the footballing standpoint to say that's the only from a footballing part. I was trying to look at it and I'm saying, okay, because you fall in love to what you saw with Cavaliers, you're trying to mimic that. So the best thing you could have done is to pick players off that same squad with the actual talent, the other talent, true talents them coming in. And he puts King and he puts Adrian Reed in. So that's what I thought. But if you said it's to sell player, I will not force you on that, because we almost every single squad for the last 3 years we have been doing that. So I don't think nothing would change. You know, big up yourself, Brian Burke. All right. Yes, I agree. I don't think he deserves it at all. But I can understand what the coach by what the coach had said, why he would have done that, you know, because it makes more sense to what he's saying, you know, because he came in, fell in love with what he saw from Cavaliers and the region, and he said that that's where the success will be for Jamaica. So makes sense you go for that, you know. Different coach, same puppet master. Well, I had said something way before anything happened, and I said that once an individual is around the team, nothing will change. And I'm surprised I saw my phone filled with messages, because maybe the coach had said what I had said 2 months before. So people saying they don't know how I know those things. I said no. I am not going to tell people that I'm a prophet or nothing of that sort. I know because these people are very arrogant. They thought the same way as to how their actions are. You're just not in the room as to what I am privy to. You understand me? And that's why I knew from before. You understand me? Yes. I wouldn't say it's deserved. However, it's difficult to recruit someone for CDM. So maybe, no, Jack Drummond, it's not difficult to recruit nobody for CDM. You actually have CDM in the team. You have Kevin Lambert. He is not better than Kevin Lambert at all. None at all. Nowhere close. I think Kevin Lambert gets the most disrespect in Jamaica. I don't think no defensive midfielder better than Kevin Lambert. None. Not one damn one of them in the country. Or born in the country. Not one of them. Alright? It's not true. And he shows that he shows up when the big time comes. I think he get disrespected. Alright? We have players around this region. I'm not talking about no overseas player. I'm talking about a connected player more to Jamaica than the English guys them. Alright? Yes. King makes more sense. Sound like the coach want to please the boss. Couldn't it have been just what the coach saw on the day? Well, Lee, but that's what I've just explained. That's what he said. He connects these selections to, you know. Yeah, there is always a spot to boast chance to sell. Yeah, I think so. Big up yourself. Adrian Reed soon leave Jamaica. Cohen working on something. All right, Mr. Dre, thanks for that. Yeah, but I would say that we can't say that we don't have the players them. We don't choose to pick the players them. And we should stop disrespect some of the players them. All right, Kevin Lambert, when he gets the opportunity, he played better than anything I've seen Adrian Reed done did in his entire career. All right, so we need to. Might sound a little ignorant towards the JPL, but why picking players based on one game performance? Shouldn't it be a series? But I think he would connect that to say that he never had enough time to properly vet anything. So he was not even the one that picks the team. Because he was not the one that picks the team. He was not the one that picks the team, but he's just okay. All right, this is the one that they tell me, Miran. All right, and go ahead with it. You know, and it proved that Pastor was correct when the coach, you know, when the president said, "Come on, coach, let me go and get the thing sorted out. Let me go and sort out the squad. Let me come and show you around." So he was never picking the team, and I can understand. He just came in, so I can understand all the excuses. I can understand all the excuses. No, 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 no. Remember, it's conversationally. So once you bring up something, I am the one that studies the football around Jamaica. So I have to just jump on with a name, explain to you what they're doing and all of those stuffs, you know. So to show you that maybe what you're saying might not be the case. All right. So that was for Adrian Reed. We spent a little time on it just to bring it up because it was one of the conversation piece. All right. So on the forward side now, JD, isn't it a good thing for Gordon to help with this squad for this window, as the coach doesn't know the players as yet? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. If it was just solely what I would have seen over his coaching career, I would have believed that, and I would have agreed with it. But based on what we have learned over the years, no, or Ernest, I don't think he should have a job around the national team. It is because Jamaica's national team have a very low standard. You don't have to do anything. All right? Yes. I think when they do worse, you get more support for some reason. Because you're doing worse, you can be controlled by the puppet master. I would say. That's the only thing that makes sense. Because I've kept seeing people fail and get upgrades. I have never seen that in any place on earth. People fail and get upgrades. You understand me? Why Lambert is consistently overlooked? Question. He was there sometimes under Grimmy and hardly utilized. At first he started with him and he was playing solid, but he couldn't get the creativity out of midfield because he was using Lembekisa and him at the same time. You get me? He never used someone else with him, like more creative with him, you know? Yeah. Yeah, man, Randy. I can't. You know, I'm a straightforward person. I've said that for 2 months, 3 months running, and today it's not going to change because if I knew what I knew from before, and you get the evidence to prove that what I was saying is true, why would I change my statement? You know, I am trying to think of this in a different way, JD. Maybe the coach picks some of the players to show they aren't good enough. I thought he was making that statement at one point to say that it doesn't matter what he does today, whatever happens today, if they don't put it on the field, believe me, they are not going to get selected. He pretty much said that in other words. So you could say that he gave a statement like that. He gave a statement like that. I'm pretty much sure you guys heard when he said, you have to go on the field to actually, you have to go on the field and perform, or else you're not going to come back. You know? So I think he pretty much said that. But I don't think he geared it towards those guys still. I think he geared it towards the Bailey conversation, which we are going to jump in now. We are going to jump in now. All right? So we have Norman Campbell. Norman Campbell. All right, a long time people wanted him to get called for the national team. He's 24 years old. As you saw here, he's at Rwanda's FC, as you saw. And it is not the strongest league, to be honest. All right. Majority of the leagues that he's playing in is not the strongest league. And he's not one of our top players in our pool of the position that he plays, which is right winger. And an attacking midfielder as well. But I still believe that if they had given him an opportunity over Cephas, I had no problem. That's what I said yesterday, and I'm saying it today after seeing him in the squad. All right. If you ask me who I would have picked to get in the position, maybe I wouldn't pick him if I'm going to pick my players. But I have no problem for him to be in it because I actually think he's a better player than Cephas. That's what I think. I think Cephas is a raw speed player that never really developed into what he truly could have been devastated at. You know? And he might just become that in the future. But at this point, I'm not seeing it. You know? Yeah. Yeah, okay. People hit the like button. How much likes it's on? 5 likes or something? New wave. I'm not cranky, you know, and I'm not balling for likes, you know. I think my work supposed to speak for itself. You know, Cranky shut down the show and said, no, if you don't like the video, I'm not doing nothing. Bruh, I'm just doing my work and then leave, you know. New Year, big of yourself, thanks for being here. I want to see what they do with Low. Alright, okay. Yeah, man, Cranky. A fight, you know. Truth is, I am not for him to be around the squad. Just believe the coach a little help. But alright then, why never hire him just for that one time then? For a little help, you know? Bailey is back. We are going to discuss that. Danish league bring up decent players, to be fair. That is true. Alright, but not the strongest league, to be fair. Yes. Alright. Big up Lamar. Lamar is in the house, so I guess he did not go to work today. Alright, yeah man. Alright, so guys, so far 16 minutes, still 0-0 Arsenal game. So Norman Campbell, how you guys feel about Norman Campbell being in the squad? Let me know. Are you guys happy about it? You think that he didn't deserve to make it? Or you think that he deserves to make it? Let me know. Alright, let me break it down, people. Alright, Norman Campbell. Alright, I am perfectly fine with it. Alright, thanks for the likes on the video, guys. Alright, yeah man, let me aim for 200 likes. I know that is very early, but we are doing 2 hours. So 2 hours, enough people pass through in 2 hours for we to get 200 likes. Alright, yeah man, I'm not going to beat you up. I saw the new standard that I have to give you guys a whole heap of thump for you to respect the like button. But I am not going to. I am going to remain professional. Alright? Yes. Not saying my fellow ballad Dan is not professional. Yeah, but I am going to remain professional and not body up for the likes. Alright? Yes, I will just say, please do remember to hit the like button and let the show just continue and go over the 200. Alright? That's it. Nothing extra. Alright? Yeah, man. Alright. Alright, let me put that up there. Alright, so let me get what people are saying at this point so we can move on to the other conversation. Alright, we need to see what Norman can give us. I think he will give us a slightly more than Cephas. I can tell you that. Alright, very sorry, but that's what I'm saying. JD, I always like, no matter who show, laugh out loud. Yeah, well, Cranky has straight bad this, and I think Cranky is getting a lot of likes, but for some reason his standard is very high. Yeah, well, okay, Cranky is a real bad man. I never expected that, you know. But I'm gonna smoke him in the clash soon, so don't worry yourself. I just clocked 6 hours. Oh my God. Get some sleep, big boss. Norman Campbell, excellent call up. Alright. Now, if Norman Campbell don't do better than Cephas, I will be disappointed. Yes. I think he will. He will showcase that he's better control of the ball and distribute of the ball as well. Alright, yeah man. Big up yourself, Martin Baker. Massive respect. Fan of mine in the building. 6 days a week, JD. Saturday are for the tax man. Okay, so you have to do it. All of the ballad mans, them are bad people. Oh my god. Alright. Cranky, the new chip head boss. Growing pains. JD. Oh my god. Cranky, I hope him not asleep, you know, and people send him say, una smoke him in my chat, you know. Oh, I saw something come up on my phone. I think he's actually live, you know. So you can go and support him as well, people. Alright, this was the serve for the day, for my stream, you know, because remember, if I said I'm doing something, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to do it in peak hours because that's when views maximize. It's when I have the time I'm going to actually come and do it, you know. Yes. Alright, and I love the fact that you guys still respect how I do things, you know? Yeah. So, Norman Campbell, look like you guys are solid with Norman Campbell. Then we have Shamar Nicholson. Shamar Nicholson, guys. Shamar Nicholson, not playing in Russia. Not playing at all in Russia. They have bought players on top of players at this point, and even players from our region, and they are better players. I would say that, you know. I know the excuses fly from all over the place because obviously we have to come up with excuses every time one of our players are not doing at the best level. But I would say that no, he's not better than these players. And I think he's going to struggle to get into the team. We have to be honest. Alright? But based off what you saw, he made only one bench as what we show you on the screen. That's why it's good for we to put up everything on the screen so you get to see. He made only the bench once. Alright? And that was the 5th of August. Alright? Now we're going into September. Alright? And they are still having games. But he's not playing. So, but he's training, and he's training at a high level as well. A high level that can translate down to a USL. Just the training alone is a USL level, if not even lower tier MLS level. So based off that, would you use it to call him? Let me know. I do not understand why Jamal Lowe is not in the team. I think it has something bigger than everything. I heard Cranky saying that I'm not gonna lie on Cranky, but I heard him saying maybe like he never take the call up. But I fail to believe that, because the last time Jamal Lowe came here, he told us exactly what I was telling you guys, that he never got any call up, and he never had gotten any call up that he turned on the last time either. That's what he said. And he said it in Simon's face. Simon never rebutted anything. He just tried to change the subject. You understand me? Yes. Due to Shamar not playing, he should not be in the squad. There are others who could have been selected instead of him. I do agree. I think that Shamar should have not gotten called up. I'm very sorry. Because we kept using this for Shamar when he doesn't get in a game, because he always goes into these competitions and can't get the winnings. So he doesn't get any game time at points in this club, maybe in Russia. And then he comes in not fully fit. So we lose one space of the player. We lose one space of the player at all times. You know, so one game, he's not going to be fit enough, much sharp enough for the game. So that's Shamar is a next player. So we're just going through players, you know, and all of them not playing. Alright? All of them not playing. Alright? All of them not playing. Alright, let me... Alright. So we can't waste so much spots like and pick players for this day and the next day. You know, Damian Lowe need to be studied, because he always find a way to be in the squad. But based off what we're seeing, Damian Lowe is playing way more than Shamar Nicholson. So if that's the case, he should be in the squad. Alright? And that's why I've reasoned it that way now. Alright? Because we have to look at what the guy did and what we're okay with as well. Alright? Yeah. Who else should have been called up then? You could have called up a lot more people. A lot more players you could have called up in the same position of the player. Alright? Yeah. We have strikers. We have several players that's actually playing solid enough. Alright? Yeah. A lot. So if you want to go on the list, if you want to go on the list and excluding USL and those type of players, you can just start by having Andre Gray, a one, Andre Gray. Yes, yes, Gigo, yes. Andre Gray is still in our pool. Andre Gray is in our pool. That's one. All right. Name the strikers. Them. I'm going through the strikers. Them. You're just not listening. All right. Yes, so Andre Gray would have been one that I put there. At this point, like we are picking players and talking about who performing, I would have gone from my boy in Costa Rica as well. Costa Rica. I forgot his, let me go for his name. You saying you're not saying it. So my boy from Costa Rica, I always forgot his name. The ballhead, my ballhead brethren, he's having a good season. Javanese added to the list as well. Javanese added to the list as well. Yeah. So that and I think that East is performing better than any forward in the JPL and majority of the players them born in Jamaica for years, and he's playing in a higher level league than the JPL. And I think these are the things that makes people believe these things, to say that we're selling a set of cocoa juice. You understand me? Because why these players can't get in when they are Jamaicans? Jamalo added to the list. And obviously we can add others in it. Javan East over Shamar, diabolical. Can't speak about Andre Gray. No man, Javan East, if a player's not playing. So why, hold on, Kaheim Dixon better than Javan East? Kaheim Dixon better than Javan East? And that's just three I've named from one specific part, because I literally left out USL and the MLS. I've literally left it out. So I don't understand. No, I would have called up Javanese over him. Only Jamalo I agree with. Only Jamalo. Well, alright. So Shamar Nicholson, you guys will keep Shamar Nicholson in the team based off that. Alright. Mikel Antonio picks himself based on the condition, so we don't have to go over that. Damara Gray picks himself as well. We don't have to go over that. Alright, went over Norman Campbell. Kaheim Dixon. Let me type in Kaheim Dixon. Good break here. Oh, nice. Almost 1-0 to the big bad Brighton. You know. So Kaheim Dixon, guys. Kaheim Dixon have not played for a while now. Yeah. I would pick Dixon over Javan any day. Oh well, fan of mine not. If you say you think the only thing you would have told me that he's younger than Javanese, but Javanese is a far better player than Kaheim Dixon, bro. Not what he could become, what he is today. No man, I think you guys we're not watching the leagues them and then disrespecting the players them. But we have players, man. All right, we have players. We have players, fan of mine. We have players. All right. So, Kaheim Dixon. For me, the last letter I've read, there's Charlton. That's not one of the top teams in the League One, saying that they don't think he's ready for that level, and they have to build him up. So, is it that Jamaica squad lower than Charlton squad? Because for me, I'm not calling Kaheim Dixon. I don't think Kaheim Dixon deserves to get called up. I think he needs to just keep on working on himself over there, keep on trying to get to the level of Charlton. But I don't think he deserves to get called up. So I think Kaheim Dixon is the next player on the list that does not deserve to be called up. I'm very sorry, people. I don't think so. The kid is in a good level at this point. Let him stay where he's at. Keep on building himself. And let me see what next step he takes. But I don't think he deserves to get called up out of this, people. I'm very sorry. That's my take. So I wouldn't have called up Kaheim Dixon either. Alright? Yes. And I would have bring in Javanese to look at him. or I would have been bringing Junior Flemings to look at him. Because just as how we talking about Norman Campbell, Junior Flemings perform better than Norman Campbell. You don't realize that. Norman Campbell be somewhere for 50 years. Junior Flemings turn up and actually outperformed him. But nobody had said that, you know. Nobody watched that. So the credit that we're giving Norman Campbell, Junior Flemings outperformed him. I would have brought in those guys. They have experience around the team. And then if they don't perform good, we throw them back out. You understand me? Yes. We throw them back out. Yeah, man. For me, yeah. Better them call Whisper over Dixon. No, if it's Whisper and Dixon, I would have called Dixon over Whisper. You know? So the conversation changes and I will go for different things. Alright? The coach need to see him. Okay. So while the coach need to no better the coach see the older guys them so they can move away from them faster. Alright, did Bailey get called up? We're going to Bailey. We are going to let me put up the big bad Master Bailey on the screen. Alright? Because one thing about Bailey Cladding, man, they don't want to hear about nobody else aside from the great Mercurian Bailey, you know? Alright, I think we pass some players. I don't. Oh, you see, all them disrespect them. Look at how we look at life. That's why you have to respect the way I've approached things, you know. I don't look at life the way how you guys look at it, telling me that we pass certain levels. Alright? We don't pass certain levels. Passing certain levels is when you're actually getting success. What success we are. We are not even considered as a footballing nation. So what luxury we have to cast people away that's learning their craft, to pick up other people that don't know the craft? No, they are young but they don't know the craft. So let me put the next one out there for years, never knew the craft, put him in the team, and when he knows the craft, don't call him back. You're listening to our reasoning. That's what we do always, you know. We just put them in when they don't know nothing. Them pretty much fail. Get a link from that. Go somewhere else. Start to learn their craft. Then we don't call them back. Thanks. Okay. Brother, we move on from Flemings. I'm just telling you what I would have done. Yeah, that's all. Bless up Kevin Jones. Thanks for being here. Yeah, man. Bless up everyone that's coming in. Shock Paul, big of yourself. Hope all is well with you and the family. Yeah, man. Alright, I think we are past some players, but the problem is if we don't have all the players we want on the roster, we can't be past other players. Phenomenal. You can't say that when we don't have ballers. Who are we truly developing? Like, tell me 2 ballers that we have developed over the last 5 years. Tell me 3 ballers we have properly developed that we can truly come here. We can truly come here and talk about. Like, we can truly say these players are professional. We love the way they are developed through Jamaica system and look. Zero. Nobody at all. Liam Bailey, the only man you can just come. Why don't you compare Reed and no? But I said both of them. I don't think they deserve to be in the team Crawford. Both of them. We had said that. We passed that already. Yeah. Or will we improve the young players? Them. We have leagues. Phenomenal. Stop. Why we keep on saying? Oh, we're gonna improve. Oh, you improve. Oh, you improve to get a work. Phenomenal. Not the work giving you a work. You gotta learn what to do. What you go and learn what is required to get that damn work. Then they give you a trial period. But if you can't do nothing, you don't get an opportunity. I think we're reading life back way. Have we ever realized that the way we operate in the footballing realm, we're kind of doing the scripts back way? If you're not good enough, you get the chance. So you don't learn nothing. You just come in not knowing nothing. So you're destined to fail. Alright? And then when you learn something, you should not get the chance. So are we truly wanting football? Are we truly are we truly wanting footballers to develop then? Because if we get them on them in a Jamaica, go foreign, they go do something, and now if we call them back, we are saying we're past them. Boy, I'm very sorry, you know, man. Me not disrespect the baller them like that, alright? Because I see some of the ballers them, after certain failures, them truly realize what football is and they are learning. They are learning and they are better than some of the young kids them that we are hyping up. But we keep on wanting to just push more players out there that doesn't know enough. And cast away the other young players, mid-range players them from Jamaica. That's what I'm saying. You get me? Because I'm a fair person of people. You know, I know that every sensation comes through the Manning Cup. You guys forgot about everybody else. I do have football, I'm watching the people. I just talk about what I saw on the field. Apply what I've learned in school to it and see if it makes sense. And I think sometimes JFF picking players off the hype as well to make other people comfortable and not necessarily their entire local pool. That's a sad thing, you know, because I think if they pick some of the right players, you know, from the local, you know, they could have done better, you know, and other people would be much more pleased, you know. It's just because they keep on using the sensationalism. You get me? Because you have a lot of players that's born locally and they are doing well overseas. They are doing well. JD, a 1 in a million years, me see Flemings and Alvas. Okay. All right. I know. I can't believe everybody does a fight. Yo, the man them like the hyper players them, you know, man. Experience teach you. All right, but that's not how the world works. Unseen said in Jamaica, it is impossible to develop them at your standard, JD. Okay, so you're saying it's impossible. Okay, fair enough. So by that definition now, unseen. Then why Junior Flemings them can't make the team when them a perform better overseas then? Because that means you knew that the guys them couldn't perform at the level when they were in Jamaica. They go outside and start to improve. And then now we have the younger ones them to come out to try and go on the conveyor belt as Junior Flemings them, as the Norman Campbells them. So why they can't get picked unseen and why the others them get picked ahead of them. We saw Zimenez make the national team when he was in high school. But when he goes to Circle Brugge fighting for a top spot in Belgium, he's not playing, but just being around that is bigger than even a JPL. But he can't get a call back again for the national team. So you see, so when you learn more unseen is when they don't give you any more chance. So how can you show yourself unseen? How can you show yourself? You can't. All I'm saying is sometimes what we do is fail our own people. We fail our own players. You know, we fail our own players. Yeah, man, I saw that Gunners score a goal, you know? Poor control in there, but good goal. We have to look at the players the people that's evaluating football in Jamaica, especially the national team, and making the pools and all of those stuffs. We really need to look into things because we keep on saying a lot of words, but are we looking in the right direction? You know, which position Flemings play? Flemings play right and left winger, right and left midfielder, and also striker as well. Alright, so if you're using a lower block system like what we just saw from Al Grimson, Flemings play defensive a lot more than even Liam Bailey and Damari Gray. If you watch football truly, yes, it is true. He has a better motor than both of them, recovery speed than both of them. He's not better than them, but that's at what they do. But the system that the coach was playing in, when we don't have Liam Bailey or Damari Gray tracking back and causing pure isolation and the fullbacks them, we all saw those things. If you had true right and left midfielders, they could have fit the system a little bit different. They would have been work arses, not the superstars. You understand me? Yes. And that's why sometimes it's tough for we to jump from one segment to others. Like we just want to become world class over time, and we don't set the overall scene. And that's why sometimes they saw Pep Guardiola would have sold one of the stars them and leave one. So two can't occupy in the same team, because when you would want a workhorse on one of the wings, the two stars won't want to do all of the work that's required to get the best out of the team. You know? Yeah, man. Is it that Flemings can't make it for his footballing abilities? Or they have moved? I think it's based off moving past some of these players. I think it's based off moving. We need clinical striker who don't waste chances. But he's not a true striker. He's a right and left midfielder. Who Flemings are gonna play over? I would have brought Flemings in the team over Dixon as well. Yeah, I would have brought him over Dixon as well. Because the problem is, what you're not realizing, you need more of a right and left midfielder in the team than more wing forwards. Because they don't offer so much defensive coverage. So you always need a person like a Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid is a right midfielder and a cam. So that's why we always like him so much, because he can slot into central midfield and he puts in more work. So sometimes we're just looking at players to say, oh yeah, they are the big deals and this and that, but not necessarily looking at what they do and how much they kind of sync with the rest of the team. You understand me? So we need to look at football the right way. That's all. So I am not beating over the bush and not killing myself about Flemings. I am not doing that, people. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying anybody, we need to evaluate the players properly. That's all I'm saying, people. All right? Can't wait till later to watch Savinia, most exciting winger we ever had. Remind me of Centurion, Sane and Sterling. Okay, I thought you would have said Mahrez and Bernardo Silva combined with the technical ability. Playing overseas doesn't guarantee you success for the country national team or to get picked. That's what you're saying. Oh God. So unseen. You hear what you're saying, unseen. You said we can't reach to the level. We have to go overseas to get it. So that means nobody inside should have the level that you're going overseas to get. But going overseas doesn't guarantee you to get the spot over the person playing locally. Oh my God. Wow. All right, Unseen. I think you're telling the truth, but I'm just repeating what you said, and hope you understand where I'm going with it. Ryan Early, big of yourself, thanks for being here. So Dixon is a striker. No, Dixon is a wing forward and can be deployed as a striker. All right, and not necessarily a striker. I think more of a central forward. All right, because I don't think he can hold up a play, none at all. All right, and I don't know when he will be able to do so. I think Flemings will get a chance once the coach see eye on him, and as it stands, now Flemings got his chance to prove. But he has been playing well for the last couple months. I think he might just be the most. People said Norman Campbell, Flemings. Let me just go on Flemings because we're talking about Flemings. Flemings have been outperforming Norman Campbell as well, people. All right, Junior Flemings. He was outperforming Norman Campbell in the same damn league. All right, yes, see it? Flemings was actually outperforming Norman Campbell. All right, so you see, because we never actually look. And it's more of the hype we go for. He was outperforming Norman Campbell in the same damn league. And Norman Campbell was in the league longer than him. All right, yes. Yes, yeah, man. I think he's not coming back, but we're just showing you that the selection conversation will always be here because I don't think they're picking the best local players. This coach does not inspire confidence. I am very disappointed in his words. All right, let me just. Okay, my standard. Okay, my standard. Okay, but you see what I'm saying now? Unseen. You see what I'm saying? You see the facts now? So he was excited for Norman Campbell, but it shows you that Flemings was outperforming Norman Campbell as well in the same league. that he just walked to. But now he has more time. He was at different levels than Norman Campbell and stepped down, you know? So I'm just trying to show you. I'm just trying to show you. So yeah. So Flemings, he gets a full contract now. He's at his highest market value. So keep on doing the thing. Keep on doing the thing. And as you could see now, he already got a goal. He already got a goal. In his third game, and he got a goal already. Third game. In UAE Pro League. So he moves from the Super League here to the UAE Pro League, and he continues his form. All right, so we only can say the guy should continue, you know. No, one is way younger. Campbell is younger than Flemings, but if we're talking about performance, we have to give him his credit. We have to give him his credit, you know. That's all I'm saying. So let me move on now. We're going to go into the conversation of the coach because I just have 35 minutes to close out the show. All right. Yeah, but Fabian Full, my argument was not of what the player is, as is like his behavior, because I don't know that personally. You understand me? And my argument was to use this as a reference to show you that we're not even picking the actual right informed players them from Jamaica. You understand me? That's all I was saying. And I proved to you that I just show you that it's I people go off, not necessarily what they are doing on the field. Alright? Alright, so guys, the coach now. Let me discuss the coach. The coach said a lot of things. So we're gonna talk about the coach and Liam Bailey at the same time. Coach said a lot of things, people. Coach said a lot of things. Alright, a lot of things. I'm sorry, this is the first time I'm not backing a coach after watching that press conference. He said a lot of things. Let me just skim through what he said. First, he said that easier to guide the process. The players don't have to do it themselves. So it was something that was there before him, and he's just coming in to guide it along the way. So maybe that is saying that he doesn't want to uproot everything and restart from maybe a standpoint that he could change, revolutionize every single thing. I think he wants to build off what Al Grimson sets. Let me know if you got that feeling. But I think that's what he was pretty much saying. And based off that, he's going to just use Moran Garden in the same position as to what Al Grimson would have been using him in, and hence why he would have been so important in order to pick the team this time around, because he was the one that he referred to say that I had to go for this player, he told me about this player, he told me about this player. You understand me? I think that part of the conversation, people wouldn't like it, because it sounds like you're not offering nothing different. Unless we never saw anything wrong with what the coach was doing before. Alright? And based on what I heard from the JFA personnel, they never really liked this style of the coach, but they were getting the results, so they were alright with it. So if you have the chance now to revolutionize something, why would you just go with the same style of play? You know? Bro, I'm a realistic person. JPL players are not properly developed, but we will find one and two that can make the national team based on watching them, not necessarily statistics. Okay. So my conversation with the persons then that went left from Jamaica and went overseas, because remember, this is not about any foreign players. These are all Jamaican players. Let me know if that doesn't stand. Alright? Yeah, so that take, I think nobody likes it. And I never liked it as well. Then he goes over now, they ask him questions. They ask him, he's the second one he talked about. Jamaica is the first in Caribbean, and everybody wants to come and tackle him. So he wants to stay at that level in Caribbean, which is the number one, which is fair to say. which is fair to say. And he said he wants to compete in Concacaf region, which is fair to say. That is being realistic, that you're not going to jump to #1 position instant. That is definitely true. All right. Where I had a problem now is when he tried to merge Cavaliers' performance, what he saw, why he picks players off it, and how he was talking over the top about Cavaliers under U14, and he's selling the same sentiments as to what JFF did when they won the Youth 14. Is to say that we have to play to our strength, which is speed and physicality. That is not true. Jamaica is not the most physical team in CONCACAF. And we are not the fastest team in CONCACAF. And if you put both of them, we are still not that in CONCACAF. So I don't know who giving that metric. You understand me? At U14, we played some other average team. So we look some part above them. I don't think we looked above. We never looked above Puerto Rico. We never looked above Puerto Rico. We had two big, gigantic players that got the advantage over Puerto Rico. But for the first half, Unseen and all of the people that's watching, if they are going to be honest, they're going to tell the truth. Hold on, Martin. I will call it back because I'm using the phone. 1 second, yeah? I will call it back. So what I'm arguing, people, is this philosophy that they're trying to sell is something that they sold us. Leader and Mr. Spade sold us 7 years ago. And then flip over on that same thing that they sold us and said it can't work. But come back 7 years later trying to sell us the same thing again. It's not going to translate because it's not true. When you are getting bigger, the muscles them get closer in conversation. So you're not going to overpower a little tiny Aruba player. And you're 7 foot. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You understand me? It's not going to happen. So that philosophy that you claim that you want to work on, I think that is coming directly. I think that is coming directly from the Federation trying to go back in the same failure where they came from. And I don't want that. I think we should just make the good coaches them do them job. Let them analyze things, don't try influence them. And based on how the coach talk, it was solely based off influence last night. I think everybody that says the same, I have to agree with your people. When I'm listening to him, I can't believe it's the same man this. Man, I'm saying, damn, what kind of cocoa juice in Jamaica, so man? Everybody sensible is going to send us a talk about a madness, man. What's wrong with the man? You know? Yeah, so I can understand where people got turned off with what he's saying. Because nobody not saying you should not develop the players them, pick the players them. Nobody not saying that. Nobody. They are just saying that you are going over the top to think that what you are saying can be success. Because we are almost certain that's not going to be successful. We are almost certain. You understand me? So, I don't know what happened. And I'm just hoping that it works out. Because we all want Jamaica to do good. So I'm just hoping that it works out, you know? I'm just hoping that it works out. Whatever he has planned, I hope it works out. But I have a feeling that it's going to be very tough to work out. It's going to make it more complicated when it could have been easier. You know, because we have the quality that we have. Alright? Yes. Alright, so let me get some of the comments them. Guys, remember to hit like, share and subscribe. Alright? The coach was like, who them done said people here. That's what I think the coach did say. No, I've listened to him. He never liked a lot of the comments them. Yeah, because I'm going to touch on that. I'm just going to the comment because the comment section. The coach never said he will play the same style. Did I say the coach said that? Are you listening to understand? Are you listening to respond? Father Minot. JD, I don't like it at all. The coach seems like he won't be able to do his job. The coach sounds like an advisor. I think that's what he pretty much told us, you know. The coach also states, the coach also state him not like to chat to the press. Stop run past my argument. Have conversation on the topic for minor, please. I'm not gonna read the comments them if it's not on the topic, Big Boss, because I want to pass each one of the comments them to go to the next one, Big Boss. Out of respect, please respect what I'm doing. JD, if Cavalier players that good, why he didn't send them? Well, let's see. Maybe he's planning to send them. All right. Fan of mine, I need to listen, man. Stop just go over the top, man. Come on now. Big yourself, Omar Fowlin, massive respect. He's working for England, all right. A comment on every you're passing the comments because you start telling me what him say, but remember people listening to context things. So let me just go over all of them, not just everything one time, all right? Yes. So I never liked that. What I like from the coach when he was asked about the philosophy and he talks about the passion and the energy coming from the players. So if you're talented and you're not doing the job to fit the system, that is the most important thing. You're not going to be on the field. So I like that. And I like what he said when he said that once you touch the field, that's when you get the markup and decide if we're going to go forward with you. So it doesn't matter who you are, you have to prove yourself on the field. So I like those two statements because I think those are the best statements of the entire night coming from him and about where he lives. Where he lives because Mr. Speed and the JFF made it a big deal to ask where the player lives. We're going to come back to Liam Bailey, guys. Where the coaches have to live, that was a super big deal. All right, a super big deal. So the coach, I thought that he answered the best way, which I think he might just get that answer from Al Grimson because I think Al Grimson never really liked the idea. All right, he said he lives out of his suitcase pretty much. So obviously, if he's going to be working on players worldwide, why the sense you're asking me why am I not living in Jamaica? So those people that ask that question, those are coming from a part of the xenophobic culture, you know. Yeah, and why? Let me explain why I've said that. Because them not really build, them just collect information to feed their masses. So they just want to know what you're doing for the local players them. Or why if you got there so watch all of the matches them. That's what them pretty much say without saying it. So that's why they are so caught up on if you have to live here. When he was fixing Jamaica problem, via FIFA, he was not living here. But FIFA gave him the job. And they passed him on the job. But he never lived here. And now he's going to be on the island, but not live here. And you have a problem with that, brother. Yeah, that's what I said here. People, this little problem that we have with overseas and local will not stop. Because it's in our DNA to think that we are better than everybody else, even without having the natural education behind it. So we are always going to believe that we have a better player in Jamaica than the player coming from the registered league that's selling for 100 million. And if Jamaica get 100 million, our entire league reach a big level. You understand me? So I don't think it's going to stop. All right. Big up, fan of mine. Yeah, man. So I'm mixing everything. All right. Yes, Pochettino said the same thing too. Yes, of course. But that tells you that the coach is trying to go in a direction, but getting bamboozled to go in a next direction. All right. Yes, but he answered that properly. Where now I agree with Cranky. I kind of never respected how he answered it. They asked him about Macy Green. They asked him about not Macy Greenwood. We will come back to Macy Greenwood. They asked him about Hutchinson and my boy. What's his name again? That I don't honestly believe was on the radar for Jamaica. And it was me talk about him, you know, and say that this player can make England team. Gibbs White. I built a video saying that Gibbs White can make England team. And you have Leroy Smart come here and say, JD, oh yeah, hype up the player. You guys remember that? And I said, big boss, Leroy Smart. This is what I do. Alright? And I'm telling you, this is a talent that can make England team. And Leroy smart him way out to say what he wants to say. I'm hoping to see Mr. Leroy soon and ask him, where is Mr. Gibbs White? Mr. Gibbs White, Leroy, where is Mr. Gibbs White? Just respect what I'm doing, Mr. Leroy. Smart. Alright, yeah man. Yes, so anyways, I don't think they had approached Gibbs White. I think it was just a narrative built up on YouTube after the fact. After he made England, it was a narrative to try either target the overseas players, them not wanting to come and play Jamaica, or fight against the JFF. I think that was the case. I don't think he was truly on no radar, because Gibbs White was the only person truly that break down what Gibbs White's skill set is and what type of talent he is. And I never thought that he would have turned to Jamaica, because I thought that he was good enough to make England team. And you guys were saying that he was not good enough to make England team. You understand me? So he was not on no radar, people. That was just so I'm not gonna give the JFF no credit, no blame for nothing, because he was not on the radar. Facts, J. Rossman, facts. But he was not on the radar. He was not on the radar. So I'm not going to. Yeah, we never lose no Gibbs White. Gibbs White never on no radar to come and play for Jamaica, none at all. Alright? None at all. None whatsoever. Alright? But Omari Hutchinson now, he answered the question, but never really answered the question. He never answered about Omari Hutchinson. He said he spoke to Kadama and Omari Hutchinson and several others. That's what he said. And then he started to say that he's going to start aiming for more of the mature players them. And what that could have meant is to say that some of these kids not making decisions for themselves. So instead of him going to try convince them, he has to be going to convince them parents. You understand me? And he was kind of escaping over it to say that him not really that time for convince people. Other people aside from the players themselves. So hence why I would try to target more experienced players. So I think it might just be closer to the 24, maybe 23, 24. Because Omari 19, 20. They are young players. You understand me? And he told you, Omari told you that your family makes decision for themselves. For them. You understand me? So it's not, remember, they are not normal Jamaicans like whisper them that just do what they want to do and them stuff. They're still under respect of their parents, you know, man. You understand me? So it's what their parents said that they should do and work out a plan for them. Remember, even when he should have gone on loan, he had to consult his family to make the right decision. So they might have the skill set, but go read the documents. That's how we present so much things for you. They don't make decisions for themselves. Kadama doesn't make any decision for himself. Alright? So I know that you guys might apply the Jamaican thing. Say when we are 18, we are big man and those things. These guys are 20, 21 and they are not out there as yet. Even though they are very rich. They are still not out there. They are still following their family's rules and stuff. Alright? And I know that for a fact. Alright? Yes. JFF is paying an Englishman to block English players. Okay, exactly. Owen agree. And the coach did not sound too positive about recruiting younger players. So I was disappointed. That's why I'm giving a different standpoints. You know. So maybe that was one of them. He saw, and that's why he tend to go back in his shell and said, all right, you know what? So at younger age, I will look at the local players them. And maybe some America's ones. But I'm not going to target the younger English guys them. I'm going to target the older English players them. And then the America's ones at all age. And then the local guys them. That's what I think I've gotten from the conversation. Big up Ricardo Myers. Guys, as you come in, please do it, like, button, share, and subscribe. Alright. That would be a good range. 23 to 25. So JD, are you saying that we should only recruit players that are not good enough to make England team. No, I don't agree with him. I never said that I agree with him, Lee. I was explaining his thought process based on what I am getting from him. You know? Yes. Man said they not normal Jamaicans. They have respect for their parents. No. I never meant it that way. I'm very sorry. I was just using the same conversation like whisper situation. You see, man, disrespect him father and him stuff there. You know, really, you more see the people will go through and at them family make a decision for them. That's all I'm saying. All right, JD. That's the biggest facts. You saying and at the same time they are on these YouTubers and see what they're saying. Yeah, I know. The two media personalities who ask the first two questions are very provocative and were trying to evoke emotions about a very controversial topic. Yeah, man, but remember, they have their fan base, don't? We can't blame Omari and others for choosing the country they born. And know all their life just one of those things. Alright, am I not seeing well? Trent at 25 and still live with his mother. Oh my God, I never knew that. Oh my God, you guys know a lot of footballers' business. The man said Trent is 25 and live with his mother. Mcclaren working with the English FA. No, he's working with the Jamaican FA. Alright, that's and the Jamaican system. That's why. Man them selling BS narrative saying Hutchinson this them after this them as if Hutchinson responsible for himself. No, but remember the drum up, them not read, you know. That's what I tell you. And they rely on people that don't read either. Believe me. Just go and listen to them and listen to their followers. They don't read, none of them, and they don't want to read either. They want to come out from the standpoint of me no know nothing and I don't want to know nothing. But at this me tell you what I believe, and this is what should be believed as well. So even when me get an next paper and me not jumping the gun, they said that I'm a fool, I'm a coward. I can't say certain things because I'm not going to say certain things without proof. That's just being sensible, you know. But right now, I'm a sense around the things. A dunce around the thing. And ironic, a dunce badness around Jamaica. So I am not surprised based on what I'm seeing. Alright? And I'm not surprised the part that I took because I'm not in the society. So I had no other path to take. Alright? Yes. But based off we researching and get information over the time, we clearly saw that this is not the guy that's making decision, and I can understand where Mcclaren coming from, but I still think that Mcclaren should go and still try. He should still try. Hutchinson used the Jamaica program, but he's just doing what is best for himself. I don't think he used the Jamaica program none at all. Not even 1 second. I don't actually think so. None at all, Damien Dash. That's the one thing I disagree with you. Because you can't tell me what he used the program for. I have gotten all the papers that he got signed for different places. And not one of them said, because him to play some friendly for Jamaica. Not one of them. So what he used the Jamaica national team for? Is it that to put him on England radar? Because I thought that makes no sense. Because it is based off his performance in the championship. Puts him in the Ipswich team and get him sold back to Ipswich. And that's what put him on the radar of England. Because the entire country was talking about him. The entire Chelsea fan base was talking about him. He never did nothing for Jamaica. So why the facts kind of lead up to what reality is? But what you're saying right there, Damien, that might seem like a more sensationalism more than anything else, Damien. And I agree with a lot of your points here about the using of Jamaica program. I don't think so one bit. I don't think so one bit. This is a very popular kid, you know. This kid was borderline a superstar, young kid from around 15 years old, you know. I think what the only way you're going to respect Hutchinson's value, like what his brand is to go back in history and check how long they were saying he's a generational talent. I think if you go back and check that, yes, you would look at it a little bit different. No, man, Hutchinson don't need Jamaica for no clout. I think Hutchinson playing for Jamaica gives them clout. Because you know why? He was the one telling players to come and play for Jamaica. And several players went on interviews and said Hutchinson told them to come and play for Jamaica. Am I lying? So that's the pulling power of the player. So I think he never used Jamaica. He never used Jamaica one bit. No, I think we need to take those things off our mind, man. Come on. Omar, Jamaicans just think people should just show up under any circumstances to show their Jamaicanness. Even outside of football. If you are on the island, you have to prove or be called foreigner. Yes, that is true. That is true. JD, I am not sure Mcclaren love working with kids. I think he want mature. Maybe that's a different side to look at it as well. Nigel said Omari Hutchinson left U19 for England to come and play U20 for Jamaica. Something he experienced changed his mind. Maybe same things Bailey spoke about. That's a good one, Nigel. He left U19 to come and play for U20s for Jamaica. But we said that he doesn't respect Jamaica. In U19s, that means he still believes that he could have made the England other teams. But because he might be sold that this is the direction he should have gone. But the man literally helped Ipswich up and somehow he needs Jamaica. A man that just secured £120 million and Jamaica would only get $12 million to make the World Cup. But somehow he needs Jamaica and he used Jamaica. I strongly think that sometimes our approach, and even myself, sometimes when you make me a question my actual self, and I ask if me really born in Jamaica, because me just not share certain traits from day one. Me not have the ego what you guys think I have. I don't. It's just because I'm refuting what you're saying at all times why you think that I have the ego. You understand? Because I'm trying to prove to you guys that we can approach things a little bit different. And if we see it different, our overall actions will be different behind it. And I was always that way. I was never afraid of any foreigner. I was willing to go up against anybody and show my talent. And if I'm not good enough, I try to seek enough education to try get on that level. It's normal for you to play for the country you're born and grew up in. It's normal. But he left one to come play for Jamaica. So I think that add little thing to it to show you that maybe we are reading the player wrong. No, Mr. Revolution, he never played U20s. And we heard that people never wanted him to play U20s. They never wanted him, Mr. Revolution. Because they said something was wrong with his passport, something like that. Or his passport came in late and what we heard like they thought that they were trying to plan to use him instead of him just honestly coming to see what's going on, what project they're selling him and stuff, and if he likes it. That's what I think happened. JD, even if Omari used Jamaica as leverage, nothing is wrong. That's just a business tactics. I wish the kid, but I'm saying I don't think so. And the only thing he could have used it in is in England, and he has not made the England team. The U21's team, he got called for the U21's team the last time and turned it down. That's what he said. Go back and listen to him. That's what he said. But we never believed him. So what that is telling me now, we are trying to not believe him. Because he's told it the last time he got Jamaican call up and he got the U21's call up. You know what I'm going to say? Jamaica never called him this time either. That's what I'm going to say. The coach never called him either this time. The coach spoke with him, but the coach never called him. He explained to the coach what he thinks in his life, and his parents spoke with him as well. But he never called him. No write up, never gone. He just reasoned with him just like how he reasoned with Liam Bailey to see where their space is. And maybe he told him to go to his family, then he went to the family, and that's what he's coming back to tell you. Alright? JD, the coach not liking to work with young players is madness. Alright? New coach and Adrian Reed met the team over Brandon Cover. Okay. Jamaica wasn't very welcoming to him. He made the right choice. Yeah. JD, okay, I understand. JD, you are not alone, JD. No, man. Every day I'm listening and I'm trying to learn, you know. My opinion on Hutchinson is that he has the right to choose the U21, and to be fair, he's quite young and his first choice would be England. While he still acknowledged Jamaica, yes. JD, your ego and head in competition. So don't go there, bro. Okay, you think that I'm egotistic? Wow. Well, if you think that I am egotistic, you know, I'm telling you, I don't know what Jamaica, everybody that I met in Jamaica is then. Because I think I'm less egotistic than you guys. By a million miles. Because every time on my shows, I have to be telling you, look at someone else, no? Look at someone else, because you need a competition. Based on my experience over the last 5 years, I don't think Jamaica play any other team. They play them own selves. And the other day, I watched race. And the race are saying that I me beat myself. Then the next racer said him don't need to improve on nothing. Him just need to stay fit. And I'm saying we have some different level of ego, you know, man. So tell me you never hear that. Tell me you never hear that. You never hear me come and say those things. Yes, I'm watching it 1-1, yeah, man. I'm trying to show you. So sometimes people, come on, man. If you Owen say me have them level of ego there, no. Alright? It's a lie. I think I'm very much more balanced because I've learned more to be different. Because I couldn't come over here with that behavior. Alright? The coach haven't even played his first match. And no, I don't think, but we are not. I don't think this video is a bashing video. We are just breaking on thing. I think this is a smooth video. This is one of our smoothest videos. People, this is one of our smoothest videos. So what are you talking about, bro? And we don't even get to Liam Bailey as yet. Yo, that keeper for Arsenal, you know, that keeper for Arsenal, very good, you know. Very good, man. He makes some saves, man. You have to give him his credit, you know. Not you, JD. Yesterday, people. Yeah, but remember, well, I'm not gonna say not much on that. Alright, but all I'm saying, people, I've just used that example to say that I've proven to you that it's our culture. Sometimes the way we operate is too much over the top. Like, we don't respect anybody else. We just think that we're all kings and queens and nobody else ain't anything. I don't think I have that in me anymore. You get me? I don't have that in me. I will work hard and that's it. And I think that's why I've always said that in order to start this program and get other people involved, it can't be local Jamaicans determine who gets involved. Because this is the way they think. And if you give them money, they're going to stay the same way. Look at the man that runs the JPL. He speaks nasty to anyone else in the world. Sometimes it's a speed speaks nasty as well. And if you check the Harborview, man, you check the Gensec, they all speak nasty to other people. You go on the radio, they speak nasty to other people outside Jamaica. They act like Jamaica is a world by itself. You understand me? And remember, these people are Jamaicans with bloods, but they are different people. They are much more advanced in the world, like to advanced stages of the world to deal with other people. So when they come, it's going to be a culture shock to them. So you have to get more people on board, preferably people from outside Jamaica that can deal with other people. So they will go the extra mile, figure out certain things, don't class certain things as disrespect, because it's not disrespect, it's just the normal, formal way to live. You understand me? Yes. So I think that's the best way going forward. All right? Yeah. But that's just me explaining that I'm not as egotistic as what these people thinks. It's just because I'm confronting them with their ego, and that's what they don't like, because I'm challenging them on that conversation. So anyways, now the last point, because I've gone almost 2 hours. All right, JD, the guy that asked Mcclaren the question. The old JD would have been killing the coach for his statement, but the new JD at looking at different angles and reasoning for his statements. And Mr. Revolution, you know Cranky come and tell me? You know them tell me Cranky, Mr. Revolution, look again, you weren't here from the other day. Just make a wild guess what them call me. Them done me the other day, you know? Them done me the other day. Say me come from vacation and me turn waste man. Me a coward. So my have to be the way when them can resonate to. Them are interested in me improving. Them a care. Them just want a bad man. You know? So Revolution. Me not unite with them, you know? Yes. Yeah, okay, soft soap as well. Yes, I'm gonna add all of the names them. To Damien Lowe. You think a patty shop you're on? Alright, so guys, Arsenal 1-1, 60 minutes. Alright, and it looks like Brighton getting a few more chances. I need Brighton to go up 2-1 so Arsenal can fight back and get a 3-1 loss, you know? Yes. Alright, big up Mac City. Let me see the likes on the video, because you know me not stay like cranky people. I am not like cranky. I will not curse you guys out. And now you get to realize that I'm actually decent. I'm more decent than what you guys gave me credit for. Because I saw Cranky bunning out yesterday. And you guys couldn't say anything. Alright? JD, do you think the coach is a fifth columnist? He seems not want to have England short-handed. Oh my God. Alright? JD, please explain to me why they talking about the coach play style when he haven't played a match. I think it's based off what he said. Because he was not talking about his playing style. He was talking about more to merge what the Jamaica culture is to what he knows what his preferred playing style would be. And he liked what he saw from Cavaliers. So it could have triggered people and give them PTSD. Alright? So that's where I think all of that coming from. So I wouldn't beat them so much to start talking about playing style, because he did suggest that. Like, oh, the strengths of Jamaica. So the youth 14 success, everybody want to mad laugh it, you know? When we actually never played majority of the top teams in our region. No, not majority. None of the top teams in our region. And Cavaliers never played none of the top teams in our region. And oh, ironic, both of those teams that he's glorifying. In the Caribbean, they never played the two top teams in the Caribbean, which all comes from 80. So Violet and 80 are the champions of both of those realms. They never played none of them. So he never truly see them. I think he's just taking arguments from people to sell whatever he comes with yesterday. So it never come off right to nobody. It was very, very clear that people could see through that these are information given to him. He said that, but he said specific information given to him, and then he was trying to make the rest like it is his takes, but it was not his takes. It's just pure information fed to him, Omzo. So that's what people looking at, and really never liked it, If you follow me, Omzo. But that was the situation. All right. I think we should be more in collaboration with England, vice versa. We should be working more together, sharing talents when it comes to football. The possibilities would be powerful. England don't want a baller from Jamaica. Chess, to be honest. I think we want. I think the only baller for the last 50 years. No, not 50 years. They would put it 25 years. 25 years. The last 25 years would have been Ricardo Gardner to to play behind Ashley Cole. Leon Bailey could have go into the pool. I don't think Leon Bailey would have made the England team because he's not better than none of the other players. We saw two players in each position that's better than Leon Bailey in the English team. So he wouldn't make it. Not because he's not better than Ricardo Gardner, which I don't think he's better than Ricardo Gardner, but I'm just giving you conversations. Alright? Yes. So Blake Andre Blake wouldn't make the goalkeeping pool either. So only Ricardo Gardner in the last 25 years. Sterling was an Englishman. Alright, Sterling, we rejected Sterling at 15. Alright, yes. Now make them tell you no other story. There is no other story to it more than Sterling was an Englishman. Alright? JD, he didn't even picked the team. Raheem Sterling and John Barnes was not over the last 25 years sports lab. And Raheem Sterling was an Englishman. Raheem Sterling did England from 4 years old. Alright? He came here wanting to play, and we say what a little 15-year-old ago, you know? After we know use like a youth. When we just have Bibi Gardner, I know. Alright? JD, right now, Rashford or Bailey, who would you sign? As a forward, I think Rashford is a better wing forward than Bailey. I think flat out winger, and that stays wide. I would slightly go for Leon Bailey, you know, to be honest. I would slightly go for Leon Bailey above him. I know most wouldn't, but I would pick what Leon Bailey offers. I would like over Rashford. I know Rashford is faster than Leon Bailey, stronger than Leon Bailey. Yes, that is true, and he's terrifying when he's on his farm, you know. Tell you what, I still think Rashford is better than Leon Bailey. Rashford is better than Leon Bailey, same way. But Leon Bailey's style of play, I would have picked over Rashford. Rashford. No, I agree. Rashford is a better player than Leon Bailey. That is true, and I think majority of the world would have said so. And the CV tells you that is true. But Leon Bailey playing style, and you know what I like in football, I think Leon Bailey is slightly more technical than Rashford, you know. He's slightly more technical than Rashford. And that's the reason why I would have had more time for Leon Bailey. And you guys know I'm not sold out to the Phoenix cult. Alright, I don't pick up for Phoenix players. But I said I would have, if I have to pick out of the two, I would have picked Leon Bailey. Alright? Don't say me sell out to Craig Butler them, you know. Because anytime I say anything good about the Phoenix cult, them say me I drink the cocoa juice. Oh my God, them say me sell out. I can't. So when me say something good, if me did say Rashford better than Leon Bailey, it's not even a conversation. I may pick Rashford. Rashford don't play the style that I like in football. And I said Leon Bailey would have adjusted a little bit better for me. Alright, I'm not sold out, people. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Just stop asking me questions, alright? Just stop asking me questions because your questions are set up for the people them to say me sell out. Alright? That's it, JD. They didn't want pick English youth. Then when England see them vex. That is exactly what the situation was. Yeah man, people, you see it? Alright, so Leon Bailey now, guys. Leon Bailey. Let me talk about Leon Bailey because I am seeing what I'm seeing now. Wonderful for Brighton. What up? God, Brighton if I make it 2-1. Well, Brighton, you're an agent for Arsenal star. What kind of foolishness is that, man? Put the ball in the back of the net, man. Oh my, you know. Oh, sorry, people. Let me get back to the Leon Bailey conversation. You know. But let's send you a link to Coach Vieira. Oh my God. In the know, you are old on okay. JD did mention Kyle Butler returning to football. No. Me don't know him, I do. Nigel, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Whooping this one and busting it. Oh, keeper too good, you know. Cranky supposed to be on him side just a while ago. Jason Goona supposed to hide on him cover. Nitro ball. Nitro ball. Oh God. Watch a splitting pass. They slide around the back line just to get tapped in by Brett. Ooh, card. Yes, take out the yellow card. Yellow card. Timber get a yellow card. Oh, you know what? I must be a yield for Arsenal for real. Alright, so free kick coming up for them. 70 minutes on the clock, guys. 70 minutes on the clock. But Liam Bailey, guys. Liam Bailey returns to the national team. Alright. Cranky, watch from behind the curtain. Yeah, you know, so Arsenal is a lucky team, you know, guys. Because a lot of teams outplay Arsenal over the last 3 years, you know, and them just keep on winning somehow, you know. Yes, but tell her, this is not about Arsenal because the man said me is a hater. So let me just leave it alone. I can't bother. I'm not going to talk about Arsenal. I'm not talking. Alright? Anyways, Liam Bailey returning back to the national team. What say you guys? What say you guys? You want me to open the discard so you guys can come in? The discard? So we can have the discussion. Let me know for 20 minutes. Alright? Let me know if you guys want me to open the discard so we can open. I am not holding bro. It's just so it go. But CC act like him know how it go. You know, and because CC sometimes CC tell me thing here, me I say CC. Me did there Marvally when time Sterling did it. I never live a Marvally, but I had friends there and I was there when he was there as well. You know, but CC know what go on, you know. Come on. You need, in order for you to get a point, you have to bust Arsenal net again. Alright? Yeah, man. So, yeah, people, thanks to the 150. But let me make it 200. So, 50 more likes on the clocks. That would be good. Alright, Raheem Sterling watching. Raheem Sterling watching. Yeah. So, Liam Bailey back to the national team. What I've heard is exactly what I was trying to explain to BAM Sport. And BAM Sport must be laughing when that happens. Because BAM Sports might be saying, oh, you would know that that's the way they would have approached it. Because, I've listened to it, you know. A letter was sent. But the letter was sent through the coach. So, you never get that feeling. Because remember, the reason why I said that letter was sent to the coach, through the coach, was because when they are asking about the coercion on the letter, coercion by the letter, the president referred back to the coach. You get me? And that's what I was saying to you. Which one? Because I knew that Craig Butler and his masses goes, they don't forgive the JFF. So they are trying to make a statement. They will always make the statement to say, this is the reason why I'm playing. You get me? Which I have no problem with it, you know. Because he's showing that he is willing to take a step. And then when they give everything, he made an excellent decision to come back. Alright? No, but true BAM Sport tried to tell me that no, him have to go to the JFF. And I said no. The man not gonna do that. May I tell you, I know I saw these guys over the years. I'm not going to send to them direct JFF. No. He's going to talk to the coach, and him and the coach talk, and the coach said he spoke with him after seeing Arsenal. He said he had a brilliant game against Arsenal, which anybody that watched Arsenal game and Liam Bailey, they did play well. Liam Bailey played well as well. We did a preview, a breakdown on the game, and we gave him above the score that he got on Soccer Sofa. They did play well. They should have beaten Arsenal, but Aston Villa is an agent for Arsenal, especially Ollie Watkins. They are all agents for Arsenal Football Club, so that's why they never won. But anybody that watched the game would have known that Aston Villa was equally, if not better than Arsenal in the game. And Liam Bailey was one of the better players them as well. You understand me? So the coach was right. Liam Bailey was that good in the game because we had talked about it here. He was that good. Alright? So Big up, Marcus. How you doing, man? Let me know how you feel about the Liam Bailey being back. Oh my God! Oh, Arsenal inside the box. End to end, guys. End to end football here, guys. End to end football. Somebody losing. Is it going to be Arsenal? Alright, Donna said, Sir, Mr. Honorable Liam Bailey, the best player on Jamaica team. I don't believe that. He's a Mecca player. Player. All you guys leave him alone. The red carpet should roll out for him. But if you had listened to what we had said, Donald, we had not said anything bad about Liam Bailey. I said I predicted this is the way it's going to go. We are having a conversation and we show different points to every one of the discussion. So, Daniel, please just pull back the video. You have the capability to do so. We are not judging anybody. I think people talking good about the player. Alright, so not because you're coming in from the cuckoo juice cult. Good control in here, boss it. Oh, good deflection. I can't watch. I am not going to watch any Arsenal game for this season. So he said that. I like that. They said he wrote the letter, and they said he has to be fully committed. And then now he made some good statements around that, and it looks like he convinced him and everything. And then the reporters. I am very sorry, people. How much you give the reporters out of 10? Good block. Empty goal. What you? This keeper, look. Oh my God. Ah. My God. This team is one of the luckiest team, people. Are you watching this? Arsenal should easily well be 4-0, 4-1 down. This is madness. Oh my God! The keeper didn't even save the ball. The ball hit him. The ball hit him. All right, Brighton coming back again. All right, good defending. Yo, Brighton now pressure them in the man. Good one over the top. Arsenal, well, good. My God, yo, this keeper made 2 saves that are not normal. Oh my God, the man make a save. I think this is a save of the tour, the competition, and we have 700 more games to go. The save that he made against Aston Villa. Oh no, I'm replaying that save. I downloaded it. But I'm gonna get copyright if I put it on the screen. But the man made a save. I can't. Yo, this. He really got better. He really got better. And now you're going to hear say, oh, good, Arsenal is, and every game them are playing, them are better than the next team, And then you're going to hear Cranky, Jason, a bag of mathematics, them a talk about, So not him say, save it, JD. No, it's not him. The ball hit him foot. One of the Blake save he made just a while ago. Empty goal. Jesus Christ, this boy. They need to take away this boy. Gunners going to get 1 against the run of play. Okay. Then come and tell me so great one is. Nitro, I am watching all games. Brian Burke, I'm watching all the games. Arsenal is not hot. These teams are dominating Arsenal. Even on their own damn pitch. Alright, Arsenal not hot. Alright, Zinchenko coming on. Yeah man, Arsenal losing. Arsenal losing, people. Alright, so people said they gave 3 and a 1. And then Inino said, while I'm not fan from the oligarch cataract cult, he did a better job than the official media. I would agree that he did a better job. But at the same time, the standard was very low. I still think he can do the normal standard. I think that. But I think the standard was very low. I think I would say he was the best out of everybody that asked a question. You get me? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Miss FR. Oh my God! 1 second, people. 1 second, because we're up. All right, Arsenal. Come on, man. Oh, my boy, get the second yellow card. All right, so let me put it up on the screen. So then you can see what's going on. People, don't let Umza fool you guys. Brighton was equally as good as Arsenal from day one. Let us stop the foolishness. Alright? Yes. You see them start making excuse already? I was at the press conference and me realize it's the same as YouTube. You couldn't get to ask one question. JD, how do you rate the Jamaica squad? I like that they brought yes, I like the Russell. Alright, I look like I'm going to be watching Arsenal fan TV tonight. Brighton, don't let it slip up. Come on, bust them. Stop fighting, brother. What am I fighting? Okay, what am I fighting about? Oh, you said lies. Okay, alright. I made sure to put the stats on the screen, I'm not arguing with anybody, They are dominating possession, and let me look. People, I love life. Look here. From first half, Brighton has the most possession. So he just can't face reality. Wonderful whipping cross, penalty, referee. They said no penalty. Go back. VAR. Okay, that's not no penalty. Good clean challenge. Good clean challenge. All right. Yes, good clean challenge. Sorry about that, people, but I'm excited when Arsenal play. Yes. Oh my God. Calm down, youth. I'm just having fun. And next corner coming in. Alright, so let me stay on topic because I need to finish this show. I want to come back later because I need to do. Ooh, God. Alright. let me stop watch this because the man just make a bag of nice. But let me focus on what can I have to lend you my glasses. But I corrected myself, Livingston, to say that no, when I look at it, it was a clear good tackle, But the adrenaline was rushing. Alright, Jero says City now win this year. But me know who now win either. I mean, no, Arsenal now win because them no look good. Them no look dominant. Them just will lose against Aston Villa. But because them have some agents and Aston Villa, let me try open the discard. Alright. Let me try open the discard, people, so we can get some people coming in. Hold on. The man might cost me. The man say, the man love the foolishness. So why would you not say he's not acting like a double agent, but he's getting coerced into making decisions? Why would never say that? Hold on, let me try to get the discard. Hold on, we get the discard open again. Alright, because I've not used the discard for the longest while, Alright, so let me add one in. Alright, so 1 second, big boss. Just adding one in. Let me get it. Discord in. Alright, so I'm just adding it. And let me make a call in the lobby. Alright, call in. Alright, so I'm going to drop the link for the call in and people can come in and give their take, alright? Yeah, because man, I'm so too happy to see Arsenal lose. Alright, God. You know, so Anthony is going to slap up Manchester City today. He said it last week. You know, last year. And he never got a touch of the ball, you know? Alright, so that's the link for it. That's the link for it, CC. Just click link and come in. Yeah, click link and come in for the CC. Yeah, so we can chop it up. But I am happy with Liam Bailey coming in. I am happy. Yes, Arsenal look shaky, Richard. We have to be honest to ourselves, you know, and stop making it look like a true bad man Arsenal, you know, because that's not the case. All right, look at my boy N6 or whatever I want to name. He can bang them in a man because he was playing very well in the Olympics, but he had some injuries. So strike one from far. So you get the link. This is the link. So people want to come in to discuss the Liam Bailey point. We only have I'm on 2 hours 25 minutes. We only have I'm going to go maximum 3 hours. Because I'm watching the end of this. Good break again. Ooh, he comes back to him. And it's N6 the boy that I want on the ball. Put it in. Alright. But I'm not seeing CC. Where is CC? Alright, so guys, who you think will be winning the Premier League? Who you think will be winning the Premier League based on what you saw? I have not done any Premier League shows as yet, you know, because I have so much other football matches. Now we have World Cup coming. I want to do Cameroon, but let me see when my dinner finish. I know I do feel. Then I will roll out with the Cameroon because I wanted to start on day one. Canada playing today. Because that's how you know the players and people. From U20s, U17s, girls and boys. Alright? Yes. Alright. I am not seeing CC. I've tried to give CC the link, but for some reason CC gone. Liverpool, okay. Where can I go to watch Marseille game? Let me see. Because it's on my phone. They will come up on my phone. Arsenal wanted to go down to the last minute, you know, to try and get it, you know, but I'm telling you, they ain't winning this. The close controlling ability. Oh. Where is France? 1 second. Where is France? When is the French game? Marseille. That's 9 o'clock. I think you will get it on the app. You can use S Goal to watch it. Stream East. Bring every game. Okay, Stream East. Stream East. They said it brings every game. All right. All right. So it's a double yellow card. It looks like given to Timber. No, Declan Rice. Declan Rice get the extra one. Okay, Declan Rice got the extra one. Okay. EMZ Sports. Yeah, EMZ Sports one that I would have recommended. Alright. Come. Arsenal right now. Hold on for dear life, you know, man. 4 o'clock. Aston Villa starting 4 o'clock as well. Oh, that was the opportunity. That was the opportunity. Come on, man. Leicester versus Aston Villa. So, Bobby Reid versus Liam Bailey. Let me give you the start of that. Yeah, Bobby Reid not starting though. Bobby Reid on the bench. Liam Bailey starts. Bobby Reid on the bench. Liam Bailey starts. That was the one to get on target, man. Come on. 6 minutes extra time. Okay. Alright, somebody winning, guys. Somebody winning. Okay, CC. If you don't come on in the next 10, 15 minutes, we can't have you on the program uh, because you're gonna take 20 minutes of your point, and yeah, we only have 6 more minutes to go before this game drops off, and I'm gonna go to start to some other thing. So later, guys, I might be on the Wemaxit, so please support me there. I will be talking ladies football. Very nice programs, I'm telling you. That's how you learn about the players them and what the clubs them and the countries them doing. So when I'm talking from a point of informed, that's the reason why I don't sound like everybody else majority of the times. You understand me? Because I'm watching other things. I'm breaking on other things. You get me? And that's why you can't force me to be that way because I'm watching other things. So what's good is for you to come and watch the other things with me so you know that I'm talking the truth. You know? So rice and peas. JD can answer this question. Algrimson call up the Ireland squad. He selected the best players. We don't see no development spot in Ireland. Yes, I was watching it as well. That is true, people. And he's making some remarks, guys. He's making some remarks, Algrimson making some remarks, You can see that he wasn't happy with the Jamaica team, and I think that they never gave him what he wanted, He thinks so. And I tend to agree with him. I know that Cranky says otherwise. I can debate him on that. But I tend to agree. Yes. And it's not so amicable as what they were trying to say. Alright? Come on. Come on, Brighton. Hold on. Let me check Cranky. Okay, CC's there. CC, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, people, are you hearing CC? Let me know. Yes, so CC, give your point, because we're going to jump off right after this game done.
Yeah, man. I give me a point, man, because I realized yesterday a man that try Muslim me. Hey, one thing, me not understand. Let me have one day if a man them bad mind against me or something. There's
Yeah?
just something I not understand where there's just this thing where me have to wonder sometimes. But anyway, what I say JD is that you see to me, the squad pick and when the players them come out and play like I believe because if a team, for example, these 2 games come out, if the team goes out and beat Cuba and Honduras, say 2-0, 3-0, and what would be the discussion then? That some of these players doesn't need to be in the team?
I think you will still have that. You still have that, but they were
Yeah,
make
but
other
that is
stories.
but then that but see that is what that is and that to me is the problem. Because if a team is winning, irrespective of who is out there on the pitch, why would somebody say we want a different player if you have other players some of the players
But
might not
CC,
have
Arsenal
different.
a win. Arsenal a win. You see them still buy players.
Yeah, no, they Arsenal win
so
on them back.
so
No,
so
but
so my answer to that, CC, is it all comes down to your target. So the Arsenal want to target Manchester City. So winning is not so important. Winning in a specific style and winning continuous is the main ingredients. And I would say it's the same thing applies for Jamaica. They have to win in a specific style and to win every game. You
all right,
understand me?
so
Yeah. So
let,
that's what I would
all
say.
right, so
But I
yeah,
agree with
man. So
I
all
agree.
right, I'm not.
I like the point that you're bringing up. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I'm trying to say is this, right? Players 23, we can't expect. I think sometimes as the fans them need to temper them expectation in terms of
Mm-hmm.
23. You can't expect 23 different players every window. And when we hear some of the time when the fans them reason, it sounds as if they want to see them every window. Them have a list of 11 or 12 players every single window. And you can't necessarily have the thing about it is once certain players come in, you know that certain players are being phased out, but they are basically, as you would have said, they would have in a tier 2 or tier 3. They would be a part of the pool, but there would be a player above them.
Mm-hmm.
So over a period of time, those players would be the players, the core set of players that would be playing. But for me, it's like some of the players them, when they get the opportunity to go out there and play, they have to show that they can be the first choice player.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know that a player can play at a smaller club. And when he's playing in the national team, he's playing better than a player that is at a bigger club.
Yes, but that is true. But at the same time, It rarely happens, you know. So the level, the better players have always turned up better on a more consistent basis. So that's why coaches always go for the bigger players, MCC. And I understand. Maybe you're saying that. For you say a few things. You said that you should not expect different players every single window. That I can understand where you're coming from, but that only comes from a core. That only comes from a core. Because even the coach said him never close him window. Him always a look for the best players.
No man,
So
no. I think don't close the way. All right, Let me put it like this. I feel like you can bring in like 4 players per window, depending on what you're trying to achieve. So it's like you're bringing if you're depending on the players that you're getting. Say if you're bringing 2 new midfielder, 2 defender, depending on the players that you're getting. But you see when you're bringing 2 midfielder, JD, and you're bringing 2 defender. You're expecting those players to be better than the players before. So when you're going at the next window, I don't expect you to change those 2 midfielder that you brought in and 2 defender. I
that is
expect you to
true.
change in another area.
Yeah, but if you have a Mason Greenwood pop up at the same time, him a go on top of the two that you are planning to change, because that is such a talent. It just supersedes everything what you were talking about. So if 2 or 3 of those players pop up every single time, it will just always make it seem like a 5 and 6 change you are making every single time. CC, you understand me? And that's what's happening in Jamaica, because through the talent pool is so different. Like the ones in Jamaica are so far below the ones overseas. To be honest, that's just the truth. Because even if
But
you
then,
leave
but
from
then,
Jamaica born and you go to MLS, you are far better than the ones locally. So it
all right,
makes
but
the
then,
5 and 6 changes every time in the team. Because we don't have a
yeah,
England where everybody close. If you're there Real
but
Madrid and me there Brighton, me no good as you, you know. But if the drop off not so big, so me not go just come
all
out
right,
of the
but then,
team.
which is understandable. But let me tell you, look on it. All right, look on this basis, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that happens several period of time,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the team will ever be in a settled mood. Even if the players that comes in are of good quality,
Yeah.
but they have not played together in say 3-4 windows.
Yes. Yes.
So it's like
I understand and I agree.
so there's no chemistry, and I think that's where I would say if I got say 6 English Premier League players, I think once they're playing in the English Premier League, I would always pick them. And this is what I'm trying to say to people: say Leon Bailey is playing in the English Premier League for Aston Villa right now, going to
Mm-hmm.
play in the Champions League. Once he's available, I will always pick him because he's always going to be better than the next person we have there.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
So
But what happens when it starts to become everybody are EPL players? That's
that's a
where the
different
problem
thing now.
comes, and
That's but
that's what you saw could have happened just a while ago with Reece Nelson and all them man there. You understand me? And that's where
but
the problem will come from now. And the dropping off from local to overseas, because now you have a MLS, USL. Then you still have local where people want to put in a team. For some reason, everybody will left Jamaica not local anymore. So MLS man them a local, NBA man a local, and you understand me. So it caused a lot of confusion. CC. So you're worried about chemistry. People just worried about a sensible squad put together. CC.
me, but me worry about the chemistry because when I look upon it, me I say, yo, the EPL, me I say like, all right, let me put it like this. Antonio, Afina the squad. Leon Bailey, Afina the squad. What name
Hector.
there?
No,
Blake
no, no,
Afina the
no,
squad.
no. Bobby Reed have been in a squad. Bobby Reed.
But yeah, man, Bobby Reed
Ethan
Afina
Pinnock.
squad.
Ethan
You know
Pinnock.
what these guys have? You know what these guys have too?
Mm-hmm.
Especially Bobby Reed. They have played over about 40 games for Jamaica. So they have been like them understand the different area. Them already in the system in terms of Bobby Reed play everywhere in the Caribbean, everywhere in the Concacaf.
Mm-hmm.
When in the, so to me, it's like if I'm looking Bobby Reed Afina the team currently. And so that's why I was saying that some of these players I forgot be the basis or the backbone of
CC.
the
So what
team.
CC? What you're saying? We need a core, and then once the core there, and the core should
We
be as
feel we
big,
feel out
close to the 11, close to 11 as a core.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, so that is what I'm saying. So Bobby Reed to me is a core player right now. Antonio is a core player. Because Antonio play what 20 game. I think we understand the Bowser thing, but the thing about it is that even if Bowser get if Murphy take 1,000 chance, him score. So it's like you're looking at it. All right. So if you're going to get somebody else, I think probably true. Antonio is like 34, 35, but Antonio to me is always a part of the team right now as it stands. Bowser, I think Bowser just need a little bit more playing time, but I wouldn't necessarily drop Bowser. Because then again, he come back down to Bowser play like 50 something games or so. And Bowser is the type of player where he can pop up and score a goal. You understand? So if you
Without
have somebody
playing,
more consistent,
and
yeah?
you know, so I can refute that. I can refute that. Every time Bowser come and not be playing football, they actually give him extra time and limited time on the bench, limited time on the field, and he does not perform. I can actually say that.
No,
But
but I say,
maybe
let me tell you why.
maybe
But,
getting
all
a
right.
goal could be true, but
If he's
limited.
not
Yeah.
playing, but you say JD, if he's not playing and you not select him, you have to be consistent with that type of selection. You know why? Michael Hector
Not
is not
playing
attached to
either,
a club,
which is true. Which is true.
and you bring him. So it's like to
But
me
me,
that is where
but
you have to be.
CC, me, they agree with all them thing here. Me never say bring Michael Hector either.
No, I know,
You
man.
know.
That's why I was saying that Bows are like you have to be to me. You should be consistent, and that's why I wanted to ask the question in the press conference and ask that. Given
Okay,
that Michael
okay,
Hector,
okay.
given that Michael Hector is not playing, not attached to a club, Boza seems to not be playing. Is it that we're going to go the route of picking players that because they have played a number of games at Jamaica, even though they are not currently actively playing? Even though some of them might be in a team, but they are not playing, and some might be not in a team. So if that is the case, why not look at a Ravel Morrison, who is not playing also and is not attached to a team?
Okay, so you
So
just
that's why
wanted. I saw what you. I see where you're trying to lead. You just wanted to plug the coach in some gaps. So you want to watch what he's going to do. So you want to see if he's a real person. You're not sure of him,
yeah,
just like Algrimson. So when they make some statements, some definitive statements, you want to hold them to that. So you wanted to get that opportunity, but them never
yeah,
give you that opportunity.
rather
Okay.
than for ask the man where am I gonna live and ask the man them look or something they like to me them things that you
See,
can't
me know
really
you don't
say.
like the word xenophobic, but we have a xenophobic culture, CC, and it's a fact.
Yo,
CC no care
I
what you
know,
care.
let me tell you why.
Them no want you
I
what
know
we are say. Them no like what we are
I
say.
know that I know that there's that type of culture, JD. Trust me,
But
because
that's why I'm
I
asked the
do,
question in the CC. That's why I'm asked that.
I did
Because
a
him no
video.
care. Yeah, go ahead.
I did a video. Yeah, I did a video, and somebody sent in a my chat say this is not a diverse team. So I asked the person, what do you mean? So the person say too much foreign nationals in the team, and I'm like, I
Alright.
not understand what you're talking about. So you
And
see how people label me. Remember, this, and I did the video state. My basically, me say my future reggae boy squad, my ideal
I must
11.
say this team not diverse enough him.
Yeah, I'm
So
showing, and
and
I'm
the
showing you that
success of the team. Mhm.
people label me as being xenophobic, and me I show you say me do things when me say this is would be my ideal 11 because I said to them that in my ideal 11, I have Demary Gray, Leon Bailey, and Mason Greenwood as my
Mhm.
front three,
Yes. And
and
Liam Bailey is a born Jamaican, born in the mud
and me I tell
Jamaican.
because but the thing about it is because the only two born Jamaican in my starting 11
A Blake.
would be Andre Blake and Leon
Yeah,
Bailey.
yeah, 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 yeah. And
So
that is not
everybody kind of
diverse
just
enough. So then who else you
it's
gonna
not
put in? You gonna make up
that is
people to
what
put in?
that is what I've been saying. But the thing about it is that, as me say, it's like I've always stated this: the league, the JPL, the league down here, the clubs them, they need to do a better job in terms of strengthening the pool of players. That's what I've always tried to be defending. Strengthening the pool of players available to the coach. Because you cannot just cuss and say a Jamaican born player is not in the team. When time the Jamaican born player might not be up to a certain level. For example, I think Kaheim Dixon probably 2 or 3 years from now, depends on what we see of him, can come into the team and be a mainstay in the team. Maybe now people are gonna say, "Oh,
I don't
him
think
just
him should
going
have
to
made
the
the
league."
team now, today. I don't think him
I
should have made the team. You know why?
I was saying that I didn't want to bring him in the team now
Yeah, I think he
and
should
wait till
focus on
next
his.
year.
Yeah, I think he should
Yeah,
focus on
man,
his club.
I wanted them to
Because
wait next year
because
because I
CC,
never
me don't
had
know if you
him.
see the write up. The write up, the club has said him not ready for players yet. Him not ready for
I mean,
the
all right.
levels yet. So if him not ready for the levels yet, why him not ready for Jamaica team? So we're lower than League One then. So why we avoid League One players then? No, that's
When I
answer me,
buy League
CC.
One players, Cara, this is the 19, man.
Yeah, but
But what?
Motherseal, let me say Motherseal not ready for this. Motherseal a start. Motherseal a score. And him a play for a better team than Charlton. So what mathematics we use for pick people? You
The
understand me?
mathematics was the player was in the squad the last time. But here
Okay,
what me I say
continuity.
is,
Wes Hardy was in the squad the last time.
I say over Hector.
No, me just say him in the squad. Over King too as well.
Yeah.
Where's Hardy the bigger
Who?
baller for King? Over King, Richard King. Where's Hardy the centre
Over
back?
Richard King.
Centre back, so him can go in a Richard King. But but if you said over Hector, I have no problem. You understand
Alright,
me?
me tell you, me tell you what the problem to JD. I think alright, so the starting centre back them would have be like Ethan Pinnock, Deshaun Bernard,
Mm-hmm.
and possibly Latibody, right?
Yes.
And if you, I think this is just my thinking is the opinion is that if those three players are the starting centre back, then the player that is sitting on the bench is interchangeable. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
that should be the case, but I believe that that's the thinking behind it. For example, Richard King is a bench centre back right now. He's not
Mm-hmm.
first choice or second choice. So he's a bench centre back. So it's like they're saying now West Harding is going to be on the bench as well. So rather than to select West Harding, they selected it the something there, Richard King, which
Okay.
to me, I don't think that. Hmm?
Wow. No, me I laugh because me understand what you say. Me understand the logic where them go around it, but
But you understand what me I say? It's like to me when you listen to it, you say yo, but you still can't. You're not gonna have a 11 people can play football at any given point in time, you know. So that means say yo, people on the bench, you have to have if you're gonna have somebody competent to come in off the bench, and then again, it's like to me, and this is just me personally. Are they saying that Richard King is more comfortable sitting on the bench than Wes Harding is
that's
sitting
a
on the
good
bench?
conversation to have. If it's because some of them man when time you bring them because them believe them good as the other man them if them no want come, you know
Because the
that.
man I go say, yo, me I go come to Jamaica if you come sit down on bench.
Let me share this video because I had told you guys already when Wes Hardy never get picked and until them get picked and Maria for them get picked, the agent posted. So hold on, the Jamaica national team bigger than the championship, but yet still them a pick player from League One. Wow, and him are the player of the week, the month. So him are the player of the month, but couldn't get in the team. And then Maria Pakeda get in the team. So they
You see
were
what me?
very confused. And this are foreign,
Yes.
on Twitter. You can go and see it, I was in a chat and I reposted it on my Twitter. And I'm saying, wow, you see it? So sometimes we ourselves now realize what we are do sometimes, But it's a good point at CC, a good point, because the man I say, what? Me not think me better than all them, man, yeah? And
Listen, then
and them not pick
that
me.
is that is why me I tell you say yo, that's where certain situation get to develop because and then upon can tell you say and then they can also say because you know the whole notion say you call player and player say yo him now come right now he's waiting on X Y Z
Mm-hmm.
so they can always say the Jamaican born player can't tell us him wait for nothing can not wait for
So you say them
you understand what I'm saying?
a build up them excuse they must have them ready made. Yeah, man. I can agree with CC on these points for
Them,
real.
but they not have nothing for wait pan enough. So it's like a
Yeah,
man I go say, yo,
them need Jamaica to get the bus when they want. So
yeah, so you not have nothing for wait pan.
so them
So
a
it's
wait for
easier
the
for me
call.
come select you. Yeah, wait
Yes.
pan a call while the next man over here say wait pan England. So it's like a man gonna say, yo, case in point. Oh, if I say go. But you know the next question they didn't want to ask the coach JD, this
Mm-hmm.
question specifically. As an Englishman, right? We know that a lot of people are patriotic about their country. Given that a lot of these young players are some of the best talents in England, and England hasn't won a World Cup since '66,
Mm-hmm.
do you think are you conflicted in terms of recruiting some of these players, taking them away from England lessening the chance of England
But CC,
going and
them
winning
not
the
go
World
on
Cup.
answer. CC, what kind of question you gonna ask the man?
Then ask me ask him serious question because you're coach Jamaica and you come from England and we want to know if you are gonna try to take the best players them, the best young players them from England and try convince them to come and represent Jamaica. Are you thinking that you're going to take the players them that are past the England selection then past the out basically on the outskirts of England selection and you're thinking that those players are more easily accessible and try to get those players. You hear me?
Yes, may I hear, may I hear, may I hear,
Yeah.
may I hear, may I
I
hear.
think that is a question I don't want to hear
Yeah,
when
but
I go answer
CC,
because
CC, I think they will try to limit certain people. Anybody with them think are be controversial, them no want to give them it. You know? And them can't. It's a scam thing. Everything is a con man thing, you know, CC. Me I tell you, tell you straight to
yo
you. It's a con
because
man
looking
thing.
boy I mean but me I tell you say
Them
but
plan
the
it
thing
out,
but
you know?
yeah because if you look into JD
CC, get
then
in a
if you look
WhatsApp group, get in a WhatsApp group with them. In a right WhatsApp group, and them will be more soft to you. Believe me. Believe
if,
me.
if we
Yeah.
if we look man
You have to sell your
if we
soul
look man
soul to the cocoa juice. WhatsApp.
if we look on something there. I wish coach if we look at what was the coach again? I think like when you see certain players, say you have for example, that is one of the reasons why a lot of the national teams they know some of these teams don't even though Jamaica need a different foreign national to coach the team because we don't really have much qualified coaches that can be at the level to coach the Reggae Boys,
Mm-hmm.
which you would want. But I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of the other countries now kind of stay away from having a foreign national coach them team because right now we are in the era of recruitment in terms of a lot of dual national are all over the place. So imagine, so for example, Nigeria. I believe if he was coaching Nigeria, that question would have been asked because you're gonna have players that are qualified as Nigerians who can represent Nigeria and who can represent England. So persons would want to know: are you having the best? Basically, do you have Jamaica's best interest at heart? Because Jamaica's best interest at heart is to get the best players. And some of the best players are also in contention to be selected by England.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that you would be boxing food out of England mouth. As an Englishman, are you comfortable with doing that?
Drummond said it's a valid question, but based on the circumstances and wanting to be politically correct, he would have told you the answer is no. And he would try and recruit the best players. Yes,
But
so
you know the
CC.
reason. But you know the reason why when I was
But
going to, I understand.
you still wanted that answer, so you wanted to lock him in
Yeah.
it. Yes, yes, I know.
But you know the thing about it too. He answered a question, read those type of players, right? And he said
Mm-hmm.
that the younger players they are going to have England front of mind, and it's easier to get like the players that are older because they understand where they are. And I think that is a blanket answer because everybody knows that the younger you are, you are going to keep yourself
But
open
CC,
for.
that is not even entirely true. Because with just your splat, with just your mother seal, them come and say
All
them
right, I
willing to
see,
play.
and
Covers them say them
then
willing
you
to
see.
play.
All right, you see it now. That is the next thing. So that means to me, JD, the answer we might give we is that he's not going to. This is just my interpretation. Now. Based on that answer, you're not going to go for the players them that youth that are still in England's contention in terms of because they are young and there's a possibility that England can still select them
Utilize
because
them.
they're
Yeah.
young, you know.
Mm-hmm.
England might go for them first before they go for an older player, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's thinking that I'm gonna go for the older player first, and then probably in the longer run, depending on if we can get it, the younger player would have reach out to we, and then we go for that player. Then. I think that is just within the people that say, "Agwash, if the player is there to be recruited, you go there and sell the program to the player." Irrespective of the age the player be like come on we don't want a lot of players that are past 30 but irrespective of the age of the player if the player is good enough and the player is there go and sell the program to the player. I don't want you to tell me, say, because the player might be younger and the player go have England. First of all, if you're born in England, your first choice is going to be England, in my opinion. This is just me. However,
And that proven wrong even as well, CC, because we just prove it right. Say if we call them are gonna come. You know, the U20s.
No. When I finish
So
it, JD, what I say is, what I'm saying is, I can understand, let me put it like this, I can understand if the player wishes to be selected by England.
Fair enough.
But we not going to the player because we think that the player of England are first of mind. We have to have a conversation first.
Yeah. So you should not be coming out here closing off thing. But based on his reasoning, you don't think it seems like he's closing off that amount of players to open the local pool? You don't think it's a combination of local, based on how him talk about if we invest in a local pool, he might try close it off to open the local pool as well. So you don't think it's a cohesion from both sides? He would have loved that for him country, and also Jamaica want him to focus on local players them as well too. You don't think that? Because it seems like that to me, you know.
You see, that is why the JD. You said to me, this is why I wanted to ask the questions because I need to hear him say certain things.
Yes.
Because I don't want to speculate and I make assumptions based on what.
But it seems like that. It seems like more than one side to me.
Yeah, that's that. It seems like more than one side. It seems like one and another cookie jar say, the players them young and them have England and them mind. Which any player that if you're born like a player, they must have England on their mind. But that doesn't mean they don't have an international team on their mind too. You know the lotto number? You don't know the lotto number before a lotto player? What kind of story?
Yeah, but you want to buy lotto, don't you? Want to buy lotto, so yeah. Facts.
Exactly. You don't know the number before the number play. So you go and sell the program to the player because first of all, you come from England too, so that means it's easier access. You have easy accessibility to some of these players. Where you could go and have the conversation and say, you go to the player and say, you're going to be a part of the you're part of our plans going forward for the World Cup and even further. You understand? Sell the thing to the player. Remember, at the end of the day, even if you're going to say, and if a player say, would I be starting? I say, I can't guarantee a starting spot. But however, what I can say is that you are a part of the plans. Because you can't guarantee a man to come start in a national team. Because what if you have two players coming out of the same league? Or you're going to guarantee one over the other? You understand what I say, JD? You can't guarantee covers over Mothersill. But so you just have the same conversation with the guys, and then you realize where their headspace is at, and them will tell you, say, all right, XYZ, before you come out. Basically, I give you answer and I talk to the youth then.
Yeah, that makes sense. It look like. That's what I thought as well.
People, them. So when me go turn on my TV, I'm listening, I say, for example, CC I play ball and CC qualify to play with Jamaica and England. I see you. I say, younger players have. I say, but coach, what I say to me, say, coach not talk to me. Right now, if they talk to me, probably would I want to come play for Jamaica. Depends on where you come and tell me, say. And then other factors might influence my decision. Remember, JD, some of these players have not been to Jamaica before, So it's like it's a different approach. Some of them have not been to Jamaica before, and that there's multiple reasons as to why that is. Because sometimes people, you understand what I say? So if it takes to come and have certain conversation. I think people don't realize it. Some of the players in the 98 team, and people don't love, of course, when you go back to 98, some of those players came to Jamaica before, like, for example, Ian Burton is a man who come to Jamaica them time before. So he would have been like them, and he wasn't even somebody them contact. And the man come to the team. But in this time and age, a lot of these players, they are youngsters and everything. Some of them have never traveled outside of the country before either.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to consider those things. Go and have a talk with the player. But to me, it looked like you play both sides of the kind of boss.
Yeah, man. CC, I can't disagree with you. I can't disagree with you. And I'm not going.
And this make me feel like, you better we get a French manager when I have no allegiance to England and I have no allegiance to Jamaica.
All right, CC, let me stop it right there. CC. All right there, rest of it because I come to the point, I have to eat my food because game will start soon. Yeah, man. So respect again. You're a big boss.
Yeah, man.
Alright. So that's the great CC people. Thanks for passing through. Please do it, like, want to share, and subscribe. Good morning, Omar Henry. Good morning, everybody that came through. We have come to the end. We have broke down everything that we wanted to do. And we watch Arsenal. We never got what we wanted, but it is what it is. We still got 1 point, you know. Yes, yeah. We wanted all 3 points, but we got 1 point, you know. Yeah, so big up, big up. Take care, and we will talk later. All right, bye bye.